Streaming now. Looks like everything is working. I have no idea if L.A.C.E is working. But, okay. I will just make sure everybody else has my link. This is the last minute arrangement of things.
Minute.
Yeah. I am starting a garden, so that's what I did. I went outside and made sure my garden was thriving, which it is not. It's my first garden, so I have no idea what I'm doing half the time.
Well, it's your first garden, so it kind of makes sense that it's not thriving.
How's your garden doing?
How's your garden doing? Bad.
Yeah.
It looks good in the pictures.
It looks like dirt in the pictures.
Hey, if it's better than sand.
It's dirt. That's all it is. I'm afraid that my ground got too hard.
Years. It always looks like dirt.
It's nothing new. Okay, so Gray Abyss, shall I just call you Gray Abyss? Shall I call you Gray? Shall I call you
Abyss.
The Abyss? Okay. You are the Abyss. All right, so now that you are in Foundry, you roll. Is it /R? Should be /R1D for test roll. So when you roll your dice, you get dice. I'll ask you for rolls. You will make rolls by simply doing /R and then the dice. So 1D4, 1D6, 1D8, 1D30, as you can imagine. You may also custom these dice as you see fit, which it should have given you a prompt to do when you first logged in.
It asked about like what color, and I didn't realize that it was talking about the dice. So I changed the color of my dice.
Cool. You're already there.
There's a little I think there's a gear icon you can continue to muck about with it with.
Yes. So these settings are saved locally on my computer, so no worries. You can also create logs if you wanted to keep a diary of the game.
Ooh.
Foundry allows you to do a lot of things, and if you've ever used Foundry before, you probably know more about it than I do. This is my first game with Foundry. I am used to map tools.
Mm-hmm.
This
sounds like way better than like roll d20 or whatever.
Oh my goodness, I hate roll d20.
I a while ago, I tried doing a campaign. Me and my friends tried doing a campaign and roll d20, and it was awful.
Yeah, it was bad.
I like how the map looks. Like the part, like is it like partially AI generated?
No.
Really?
Yeah, this is literally a screenshot from Google Maps.
What the fuck is with this geography? Holy shit.
That is a random city generator.
Oh.
You give it a seed and it spits out a city in 3D.
Oh, that's fascinating.
So getting it to do 2D like this is kind of a trick.
Oh, I was talking about like the like I wasn't talking about like the city, the like black and white city stuff. I was talking about the hazy green.
That's
stuff.
all Google Maps.
Damn, I'm so curious about what the hell is going on over there, because that's
the Salt Lake City or Salt Lake.
Salt Lake City?
Yeah, Salt Lake City is like just below the south end of the map, and that's the Great Salt Lake. The Great Salt Lake
that makes a lot more sense now. If it's right near Salt Lake City, then that makes a lot more sense as to why it looks so fucking weird.
Just to the left of that map is even more Salt Lake.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's literally a peninsula I just cut out just to focus on this area, and it gives you an idea of what type of environment we are. We are just north of Ogden, Utah, an actual place. Utah Metroplex landed on top of Reese, which is just north of Salt Lake City. So, are you familiar with the Transformers universe at all?
Not a fucking clue.
Not a fucking clue. You've never watched an episode of Transformers in your life.
I mean, I have. I mean, I get that they're transforming robots and that there's probably something to do with the power of friendship. And I know locally that there's trans lesbian robots. That's about all I know.
You know, um, let's see here. How do you put it easily?
And they're
Self-identity
and
is a
they're
construct.
specifically they're trans because they actively chose a gender.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That's what makes Transformers an interesting universe to play around in. We could stream some cartoons if you would like to experience some of it.
someday.
But
But right, we're in the middle of something right now.
oh yeah, that's another thing for another time. But just to super simplify it, Transformers is a race of Cybertronians from the planet Cybertron. They had a great war over Cybertron because two sides had two different theologies. The
Mhm.
Decepticons thought that the working class should not be the working class and everyone had the right to self-determination. Autobots thought everything was a class system and everybody was born to fulfill a function.
Wait, why are the hold on? Why are the Decepticons always portrayed as the bad guys?
Because through millions of years of war, the original ideas are lost, and it's just a bunch of assholes versus a bunch of assholes.
Awesome, good to know.
So Optimus Prime, the last Prime, the leader of the Autobots, said, "We've destroyed our world. Let's fuck off to a new world." And the Decepticons had Cybertron. But Megatron was so into revenge, his rage blinders went on and had a hate boner for Optimus Prime.
Awesome.
So they're hate fucking with weapons.
Oh no! Oh come on, guys!
So they're hate fucking with weapons, and they go to Earth 4 million years ago, crash land, go into hibernation. 1984, they get woken up and turned into vehicles.
How do they? How does that? How's that? Is it just like they happen to look like vehicles, or are they just like robots that decided, or are they just like robotic in nature and they were like, oh, this is a convenient thing to disguise ourselves as?
It's kind of a little bit of everything. Some of it is disguising yourself from enemies. Like, you can literally stay dormant as a thing to spy on the Autobots. Like, there's an infamous scene where
Fascinating.
one of the Decepticons disguises themselves as, the modern term would be an MP3 player, but a little cassette tape known as Soundwave, and it was just brought aboard the Autobots ship, and like, here you go, here's my boom box, and it was a Decepticon going, haha, now I'm going to fuck your base. That was a thing.
Awesome.
That is a thing. And then other
I love.
times,
I mean, I enjoy that. That's funny.
yeah, and then other times it's disguising yourself as a machine to get the benefit of the machine. Like, hi,
Oh,
I'm
interesting.
a truck and I'm going to use it to face fuck you. Which is another scene that happens, and so it's a little bit of everything. I look like an Earth vehicle, so I can blend in as an Earth vehicle and then floor it and ram my bumper up your bumper.
I love that. Actually, they must be either the best drivers or the most horrendous drivers in the world.
Oh yeah. It's a little of both again, since it's a big world of variability. Those things apply.
Yeah.
So, in Transformers the movie, the original G1 cartoon that came out in like a 1985, 1986, the most influential movie for children of its generation, like, it had a curse word in it.
Oh.
This is like Avatar or Aang the Airbender coming up and saying, "Fuck you."
Actually, you know what? That would make me go fucking insane
Right, right.
if that was in like a kids show when I
Uh-huh.
was younger.
And just imagine Samuel L. Jackson as, I don't know, let's pick somebody, the cabbage vendor.
Fuck yeah.
So, that happens, and that movie takes place in the year 2005. The far future of 2005, and I want you to understand that. We're looking through the lens of 2005 through the eyes of 1984. And so 2005 is supposed to be an awesome future that we never got. But because of Transformers, it's a thing we can escape to in the wonderful world of escapism and role playing. So the
Fuck
far
yeah.
future of 2005, where hoverboards are a thing, robots are a thing, super sciences are a thing, and the Autobots and the Decepticons' hate boner reached a crescendo to where they had a war on Earth in Washington State in
Oh god.
Autobot City. So much
Oh,
destruction, so much chaos, and so many things happened. Tools, Cybertronian architecture, super sciences were all strewn all over the place, and Earth said, okay, if this happens again, we need a way to help ourselves.
yeah, that's
So
fair.
they started warring in a resource war to fight to find Cybertronian technology.
Hmm.
Earth had a little bit of a war within itself, creating wastes, energon, radiation zones, which are called the wastes, which are outside of the area we have in the map here. And at 2010, when things calm down, Utah Raptorplex arrives, which is what you
Hmm.
see in this map right in front of you.
Yes.
Utah Raptorplex was led by a guy named Galvis Glaive, and he landed on Earth and said, you know what, all this war is bullshit. We're neutrals, we're a neutral zone. Fuck y'all.
Fuck yeah.
And Autobot City and Tripticon are the variations of Autobots and Decepticons. That's in Washington. Utah, and they're like, you know what? Piss off. Go war over there. And they created the great neutral city of Utah Raptorplex. Here we are. And he decided that he has no idea how to be a bureaucrat, and all these Earth treaties. And
Are
Galvis
so
Glaive
fucking
is like, I have
annoying.
no fucking clue what I'm doing. I need help. So he brought in the help of an Autobot named Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus is a
Things
hyper, stick
fucking
up your
rule.
ass bureaucrat.
I mean, if you want anyone to handle bureaucracy with humans, it's that.
Yeah, right. he is great at it. He's not great at war tactics, but he's great at bureaucracy. Well, all the neutrals said that is an affront to neutrality, a Decepticon named Galvis Glaive and an Autobot named Ultra Magnus. So they had a little bit of a civil war there. And
How is that an affront to neutrality?
because when you've been warring for 4 million years,
Okay, you know what? Fair.
anything triggers you.
Yeah, that's you know what? Yeah, that's
Like
fair enough.
literally anything. And this anything is what the fuck am I seeing here at Fresh Memes? What the hell? This is Bondage B or B2B? Okay. I didn't see that. So after the Civil War, Earth had a successful butthole clinch
Awesome.
because they're doing it again. And they created a branch called L.A.C.E, Layered Active Combat Engines, and it was.
Oh, I know. I've heard of this thing.
Yeah, I posted it several times. Oh, look, someone's following me now. Thanks for the follow. So, L.A.C.E was developed as an answer to the Cybertronian shenanigans. Literally, Cybertronians are sometimes just children fighting over toys,
What?
which is a great analogy to it all. But
Yeah.
they're not what you would call mature for an almost immortal race.
Yeah.
They have no reason to mature, so they are literally toys fighting for toys. So they needed a responsible reaction force, so they created L.A.C.E. And L.A.C.E are basically power suit idols.
Oh, hell yes.
So they're designed to be in front of the camera, to have an audience view them, and to superpower their suits through that acceptance. It's called bravado.
I love that. Hell yes.
The Cybertronians um, fight for Energon, which is their lifeblood. Probe made a good point earlier, Probe in the chat here with us. Probe made a good point once upon a time that it's too much like vampire. Except we're not finding the blood of innocence. we're finding some god blood and giving it to ourselves. But so Cybertronians fight for Energon, but the Cybertronian technology that created the power armor for L.A.C.E needs Energon, but it could be a self-propagating substance through the action of idle dances and posing.
So basically, like yeast, if yeast was an idol.
Right. it just needs to ferment, and you need to be in hot pants.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, L.A.C.E developed in, of course, the Asias, because that's where idols are. And L.A.C.E was developed as a reaction force to the Cybertronian menace. And sometimes the Cybertronian menace is set in the same way that Cold War The Red Menace was, in that weird Fallout style, it's the Reds pointing the finger at anything they don't like, it's the enemy. So the Cybertronian menace exists, but it's really just a bunch of aliens, because in these years after Transformers or Cybertronians arrived, they were the first alien contact Earth ever had. And then through these decades, there's more aliens. They kind of follow Cybertronians, because Cybertronians use energon.
Probably give off a lot of energy and like, hey, just generally good to scavenge off of.
Yeah, just imagine if your zits were super science.
Oh God.
It's like, I'm gonna shave my beard today and use that hair, and someone is like giving you $1 million because that hair is so sacred. That's what happens around Cybertronians.
Oh God, no wonder they have such big egos.
Right? And they go in and they just literally brush off their shoulder, and their dandruff is collected and sold as some sort of idol for rituals, whatever. And that literally happens because Energon creates super science, and super science creates an economy. And so alien traders come and go as they will, and Utah Raptorplex is the first official Earth spaceport for public access. So humans can go fuck off to any planet they can get to and come back
awesome.
for vacation, for crying out loud. So we've reached the age of the Energon economy. You trade energy and resources to do just about whatever you want. And get super science, mechanical pets, robots, servants, you name it. It all exists.
Oh my God, theoretically Mega Man could exist in this universe.
Oh, yes.
Oh God, that's an evil laugh.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, after having given you that write-up, the oral write-up, I call this system Sup-Bro, and it makes me giggle a little bit because it's a play on Hasbro.
Hell yeah.
I am going to give to you a character sheet. It is going to be in a PDF format. You do not have to do anything with it, but you may use it to see it, you may add to it, and you may create a character on it. I'm going to do the same thing on my side based on what you roll.
Awesome.
So, Mr. Rizo.
Yes.
Yeah, he's already made a character, and I would like it if you could take a moment to tell her about your character.
Sure. So, my character's name is Charlotte. She is super kawaii. Hold on, I've got my character sheet on a desktop.
Oh yeah, Macs have multiple desktops. That's a thing.
I keep way too many virtual desktops all the time. Where did it go? Sorry.
That's okay. This gives you a chance to get ready. since I pulled that on you at the last second anyway.
Oh,
Here we are.
there goes the other person.
Yeah, that was Probe. He played in the original Transformers game. He played.
So he's just watching.
Yeah, he played as a human.
Oh,
He's like, I'm going to be a human in a land full of robots.
that sounds rough.
Yeah, it was kind of a sexual innuendo when he touched the female Transformer just right in her alt mode to make her go really fast.
God.
It's not sexual at all. It's just a little awkward.
Okay, so as I was saying, I am a ultra kawaii girl with like purple hair. I believe that no matter how much I change, I'll never forget the people who care for me. I'm very fast, very good at processing, very light armor, but my primary weapon is super dangerous to Cybertronians.
Fuck yeah.
I also have a parachute so I can jump out of the dropship at will rather than having to wait for it to land. And hopefully manage to perform something for bravado on the way down.
Yeah, some cool aerial acrobatics.
I've seen this at Cirque du Soleil.
And I've got backup systems abound so that I never have to worry about anything breaking because I've got a spare.
Nice. You just have to make sure to implement that spare in time.
Right? Rather than worrying about how great my hair poofs look. Because that's important.
Of course.
Yeah, hair poofs are important. I don't know.
They are.
So it's funny because he says he's kawaii. That is an actual upgrade that he has.
Oh, that rules.
Okay, so if you're looking at the Discord stream or Twitch stream, pick your poison.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't think Discord is showing my entire screen, so now that I'm showing the PDF, people can't see it. I'm going to have to do that.
I cannot see it, the PDF. Now I can see the PDF.
Yeah. Okay, so this is how we make characters. It is about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how intricate we get into it. It does not take long, but there are a lot of variables that go into it that make you a little battle maiden.
Fuck yeah.
So it's 50 XP for these starting characters. So what
Mhm.
I'm going to do is come over here to your character sheet. I'm going to write down 50. The player is, of course, Gray Abyss, whom I'm just going to refer to as the Abyss. And we're going to start rolling dice.
All right.
The first thing to roll, which is number 2 on the list, is going to be your mantra. Basically, the phrase that if you enact, you can get a bonus on.
Cool.
So, we're going to figure out what that mantra is. Please roll 1d12.
All right.
Oh, 1. I am not always fighting for love and justice. I'm fighting for my friends and loved ones.
Hell yeah.
Look at you. All right. The next part is heart. Heart is you. Heart is how you act, especially not in combat sense. It is how you act to regain your mantra's ability. So let's roll 1d10.
All right. 4.
4. You're dense. You prefer to be as uncomplicated as possible.
Awesome.
All right, so we're going to roll an array to figure out which stat goes first and what stat goes last. So do me a favor and roll 6d6. So instead of 1d6, you roll 6d6.
All right.
And I will make sense of this roll for you. Okay, so when you click on your roll, it's 6, 5, 2, 6. Wow, that's a lot of sixes,
That's a
actually.
lot of sixes. Oh,
You're
what the hell?
dense. So 6 is strength. Second is your dexterity. So you're fast and strong. That's amazing.
Awesome. So, so no doing puzzles for me, but I can hit a motherfucker real hard.
Hit a motherfucker real hard. One thing that I will tell you is that strength means you may be physically strong, but that doesn't mean you're restricted to physical actions. You can actually intimidate somebody with super strength. You can
Yeah, that sounds
solve
about right.
math problems with super strengths. You can
I
punch
just have to
solutions.
justify it.
No, you just have to put a skill in strength. You could put any skill in any stat. So I could put academics
Really?
in strength.
That's
Yeah.
fascinating.
I can also put your ability to lie in strength. So if you wanted to make Sir Barrington the bear, whose main power is bear, yeah, you could do that. Okay, back to this. Where was I? 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Your dense intelligence is 1. Okay.
All right.
Next thing is we're going to figure out what type of battle suit you have. I'm nodding my head. You can't see it, but my rabbit is nodding its head. Okay, so this is going to be your primary motivator. What type of suit do you have? Please roll 1d8.
All right.
A 1. Oh my goodness. Well, you have a slim suit, which, if you could tell by its name, is very close to a swimsuit.
Ah, I see.
You have the choice of moving 3 points from any stat into dexterity.
Huh.
So I put your character sheet on the screen.
Yes, you did. I just saw that. All right, 3 points from any stat into dexterity.
You don't have to do all 3 points. You could do no points and leave it as it is. That is an option.
Can I split up which points I put in?
Doesn't matter whether 3 points come from. One could come from loyalty, expression, and processing. All 3 can come from strength. I don't care.
All right. I would like to put I would like to put 1 from processing, 1 from expression, and 1 from loyalty into dex.
All right. 1 from processing, 1 from expression, and 1 from loyalty, all into dex, giving you a whopping dex of 6.
This is going to be the scariest this magical girl ever.
Yeah. All right, so next, we're going to roll 1d10 to figure out what your combat platform archetype is. This is how you engage enemies.
Awesome.
That is 1d10. You rolled a 7. You're flat out an idol.
Awesome. Well,
so you take an idle action, and you can make things harder for the enemy.
so I'm like so I essentially give debuffs basically.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh. But no buffs to my allies, it sounds like.
There is another one. That's called assistance.
I see.
And that gives you buffs.
I like that. This is, I think idol fits very interestingly with my 1 loyalty.
You're the idol of 1. Okay, so now we're going to get into actually spending experience.
All right.
There are 3 categories of upgrades. Upgrades are things that improve the character sheet: higher stats, skill points, wounds, and then there are stuff, equipment that you get. That's called utility or weapons. So those are the 3 categories. Self upgrades, those cannot be removed from you. But utility and weapon upgrades, since it is gear, can be swapped for other upgrades of same experience, but that'll be done later in the game. For now, it's all random.
All right.
So we're going to roll 1d3 first.
All right.
2, that is a utility upgrade. Now let's find out what utility upgrade it is. Roll 1d4. You're going to find this to be a repeating pattern. I'm going to say roll 1d3, then you roll 1d4. We just keep doing this until we find out what exactly you have spent. So you rolled a 2. That is an advanced utility upgrade. These are ones that give you flat roll bonuses. Handy.
Nice.
So let's find out what advanced upgrade you get. Please roll 1d30. That is 3-0. An 8.
Uh-huh.
You have bunny ears.
Oh yeah.
When you need to get attention, you are aesthetically ready.
Awesome.
And if you can find a reason to give yourself a plus to a roll based on that description, you will get to use that upgrade. Then that upgrade goes on cooldown. So yes, bunny ears.
That's
Think about how
useful.
that'll work.
Oh, I'm already getting ideas.
All right, we're going to go back to the 1d3 to see what type of upgrade, and then 1d4 right afterwards.
All right.
A 1. That's a self upgrade. You got that d4 coming? There it is. A 3. You're simply going to raise wounds by 1.
What does that mean?
Wounds are how many points, or they're basically points of damage.
Oh,
it's your health. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put that on there. You're a slim suit. Your base wounds are 0, so you have 1 wound. Yeah, it's not a carapace. It's not Master Chief battle armor.
Yeah.
It's Samus Aran's 0 suit battle armor.
Yeah, it's her 0 suit, not her Samus suit.
Right, exactly. Okay, and that cost you 2 XP. There it goes. Now, if you would please roll the D3 and then the D4. Another utility. And that is going to be a major upgrade.
Ooh.
Major upgrades are impressive because they give you new rules to play by. In short, they break rules and add rules. They're also expensive, but yeah. Okay,
yeah, that's right.
That'll be a 1d30. A 21. Reclamation drones. Scurrying automated retrieval drones that fly, skitter, and launch themselves out into the area the character is operating in. They retrieve tangible things that seem relevant to a 2-word command description given by you.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that the drones are her I'm guessing that the drones are her basically like they're commanded by you, but I give the description of what to look
Correct. For. There is a role system hiding under there that I will go by.
Got it.
So there's more to it than just that, but that is all you need to know. We can work out the system when you use them. So back to the 1d3. A 1, a self-upgrade. And a 2, a self-upgrade skills. You're going to get your first skill buff. So we're going to roll 1d18 to see what skill that is, and then we will roll 1d6 to figure out what stat we're putting that skill under. So you rolled a d18 there, and you rolled a 3. That is brutality.
Acting... Oh God, this is a scary magical girl.
That is your first dot in brutality. You have a 1 skill level in that, which means you roll a d6 when you call for brutality rolls. And that is going under your strength.
Oh, God. Oh,
Chunky Funky. Oh, my goodness.
Howdy.
I got rated with Chunky and Funky with a viewer. Hello, a viewer. All right, so now we're going to go and do it again. 1d3, 1d4.
All right.
By the way, you've spent 8 XP, but don't worry, that's going to go fast.
Oh, Oh boy.
All right. That's a D3 of a 1. Another self upgrade. And a 2. Another skill. So that's a D18, a D6.
All right.
A 6, huh? An
And a
etiquette. An etiquette under intelligence.
Oh, that's fascinating.
That's fascinating because your intelligence is 1.
Yeah, I want to study this character.
So we've made characters where we've had to say we had to beat loyalty into you.
Yeah.
Your loyalty was a 1, but now it is a 3. But still, we had to beat loyalty into you because you just could not pass your academy exams without that loyalty for some reason. For you, it was etiquette. Now you know how to stand in dress uniform. Etiquette is acting within established norms so that you are understood better.
I think I'm like as we're slowly rolling, I think I'm knowing how I want to play this character and like basically just like me and basically like uh like a character that's like she's blunt and she's kind of and she and like she's one of those autistic people that like actively studies how people interact so that she can interact with them better.
I
But
cannot
still,
figure out why it's this way, but it's supposed to be this way. Why is it supposed to be that way? That's dumb. Okay.
yes, exactly. That that's how I do it too.
Perfect. Trying to, since Chunky and Funky is here, trying to tell them that because I thought of them and I thought that was perfect when I went from this stream to their stream. Was it Chunky? It was super punny, and I'm bad with puns, so I went online and I got like 50 dad jokes, and I put a dad joke command in there. It better work, or did I get the command wrong? Let me make sure I got the command wrong. Oh, it worked? Then why can't I see it? I wanted to see the dad. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it took a hot minute for it to show up on my end.
Ah.
It's smart to have a cooldown on that, though.
Right. We're going to spam the hell out of it. Okay. Where were we? We just gave you etiquette under intelligence. We're back to the D3, D4. Yes. You're catching on. Another self-upgrade. You read every single self-help book in the world, didn't you? All right, so this is a stat raise. We're going to roll 1d6 to raise one of the 6 stats. And we're going to see which one it is, but I am going to do you a favor and make sure it is the top 3 stats, which is your strength, your dexterity, and your processing.
I see. Unless
you want it to encompass any of the 6 stats, because you have 3 1s in stats.
I would like it to encompass any of the stats because it would probably be helpful to not min-max.
Sure. Let's do this with the 1d6 then.
It's still going to be min-maxed.
Yeah, look at that. Loyalty. We're raising loyalty to a 2.
Oh, it's loyalty. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank God.
So that was 6. We're at 16 spent. We're back to a D3, D4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's your first weapon upgrade.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sorry if I can't help but thinking, it's time for boss weapons. All right, so I need you to roll a D2 to see if this is your primary or your secondary weapon. It is your secondary
a different model for a coin.
Yeah. Yeah, it's surprising they don't have a D3 model. It's okay. All right, so since this is a secondary weapon, your primary weapon you could think of as your rifle, your secondary weapon you could think of as your pistol. However, they're not so uniform. You could oversimplify it by thinking of the standard United States military. and you just whip out your combat knife or something stupid like that, Rambo style, but you can switch them up if you wanted to. Now let's find out what we have for a secondary weapon upgrade. Your
All
D4
right.
roll was a 3. This is the major upgrade. This is the big, powerful, crazy, rule-breaking upgrade.
So how much do I roll?
Well, I have to scroll for 10 minutes to get there.
Okay. Fair.
All right, so this is going to be a D20.
All right. D20.
A 15.
15. What?
Oh, wow,
thought-
really? Okay.
Uh-huh.
You haven't put points in the performance art skill, but now it has a new function. The performance art skill will be able to deal wounds to a target. That's right, dance your
Oh.
enemy away. This is fluffed
And
as
that
a
fits with idol.
this is fluffed as a performance like a rock concert, where the sheer audacity and activity does the damage. Each character may participate as part of the performance at will.
That's fun. I like that.
Yes, that's right. You are Jim in the holograms.
Hell yes.
I have no idea if you know what that is, but that's an old 80s
I
cartoon.
vaguely know what that is. I vaguely know what that is. I saw there I remember her when Boomerang was still around, that I would see like little shorts of had that one little short of them like in a bunch of different art styles, which I thought was really cool.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
There was also a very lewd meme of it for a while.
Oh no.
I was going to say we could go full Jabberjaw, but that's a little Hanna-Barbera for us. Oh, you rolled your D3, D4. Thank you for being on top of that. We're back to another weapon major upgrade. Please roll a D2 to see if it is your primary or secondary.
Please.
Whew.
Aw.
Now we're just going to make your secondary weapon as lethal as Rhizo's. That's a D20 because
and then
I remember
another
that.
D20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
12.
12.
Launched loadout. A weapon upgrade is shot out of a cannon and always hits you as a form of a dramatic power-up during an action. You replace an option in cooldown by spending a bravado.
Huh.
So if you use your performance one round, it cools down for 2 combat rounds, so it takes a little while. With launched loadout, you could say, well, I performed my performance last combat round. I would like to perform again this combat round by using launched loadout. That is allowed.
I like that.
Yeah.
Fun.
Your gun is a guitar as far as I can tell, unless you pick another weapon. Hey, look, we one time had a campaign where someone had a electronic accordion as their primary.
Oh, I love that.
We actually found some YouTube videos of people playing electronic arts or accordion or electric accordion, kind of like how an electric guitar is to an acoustic guitar. It was an electronic accordion. Yeah, crazy like that. Okay,
that rules.
Back to utility upgrades. We are on the advanced list. Advanced upgrades give you flat bonuses like your bunny ears, so this is going to be your second advanced utility upgrade.
All right.
Let us go to a 1d30.
E30.
A 3. Oh, guess what you have? You have Fluffles, the combat pet companion.
What?
You have a purse dog, but it doesn't have to be a purse dog. You have an alien beast companion. You have a trained creature that assists with a specific command. The command being the activation of this upgrade.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not quite Fluffy the purse companion, but it is the same concept.
Mm-hmm.
All right, look at that. 1d3 is a 1 and a 1. So we're back on the self upgrades. We're going to go back on stats. Well, let's see what stat you raise now. Roll a d6.
All right.
Oof. Intelligence.
Intelligence. Yay! Thank God.
I am less the dumb. You studied hard.
I studied hard. I study. I was studying about etiquette and stuff. Apparently,
Yeah. I mean, you got the better. You are of the learnings. We're almost gonna have to call you Starfire if only your strength was a 6. But
oh my god, that would honestly that would rule.
Okay.
Do I roll anything else?
We're gonna do it again, but you have 40 spent experience. Stat raises are the most expensive things on the character sheet.
Makes sense.
And now that you have a couple, yeah, it kind of cost goes up and you run out of stuff. You won't have everything, but you're going to have a lot. So yes, D3, D4 again.
D3, D4.
Well, it's another self upgrade, but this time it
It's
is,
a wound.
it's wound. That's correct. These are the only wounds that you have. You're now up to 3 wounds.
Wait, I'm up to 3 wounds.
Yes. Well, that's your health. You have 3 health. You can take 3 wounds, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. So,
no, I'm not beating you up before the game starts.
okay, I misinterpreted what wounds meant.
That's fine. It is a thing that I get too embroiled in the actual writing of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes expression gets lost. Let me talk to you about my ADHD problems.
Yeah, I
We're
feel
going to
that.
go D3, D4 again. However,
Alright.
there are going to be some vetoes on the roll result. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Okay, so
Another wound?
we can't do wounds. You don't have enough experience left. So
wait,
that's going
wounds
to
is fine, so.
yeah, it's going to be a veto. Let's go ahead and do that D4 again.
Hello, probe.
Welcome back. We're back to skills. So please roll the D18. That is a 12. Oh, wow. You're getting an investigation skill. I wonder where this is going to land. Why don't you go ahead and roll the magical 1d6?
Intelligence.
Wow. Your investigation is under intelligence. That was 2 experience. All right, so you're sitting at 46. There are very few things that we could do with the remaining 4 experience points. So I can call to you to keep them and spend them whenever you feel like it. You don't have to wait till after a game or before a game. You could be in the middle of the game and say, I want this and I want to spend it on the experience on it now. We'll retrograde that to be inclusive to everything that you have.
All right.
So you want to roll for something else, or you want to hold on to that?
I would like to try to roll for something else.
Okay.
Just for funsies.
All right.
If you have to
let's
veto
do it.
if you have to veto it, then I'll probably just hold on to it.
Sure. Okay. So this is another self upgrade.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
no, I don't have XP for that.
Yeah. All right. Looks like it's going to be held on to.
All
okay.
right.
So here's a brief description of your character. You're L.A.C.E combat idol. You're very strong. You're very fast. You hit the books with your forehead. You were trying to learn by osmosis, and through osmosis, you actually got smarter. You are very brutal in your physicality, but you are also a glass cannon. You are very fast in your action. You're not as fast on your attack. You prefer things light and quick. You've got a pair of bunny ears and reclamation drones and a pet fluffy companion of your choosing. Your weapon that you use more often than anything else seems to be your secondary weapon. It is launched with a performance upgrade allowing you to sing, dance, or play your enemies away. And it can be replenished by your support commander at will.
Yes.
Now, one thing we haven't done yet is your support commander.
Yes, what is that?
Your support commander is the individual. Oops, that's browser. The support commander is the individual who helps maintain your suit. Their job is to follow your orders, perform upgrades, repair your suit, improve your suit, find new upgrades, spy. There's a whole litany of stuff that you can ask your support commander to do, and they will go do them for you. You can assist them, or you can go do something else. But they're a team to help you keep your suit in tip-top shape. What is your support commander? I gotta go to the bottom of this list. Scroll. Okay. Support commander. Let's figure it out by rolling 1d12.
RD12.
Yeah.
I got 12.
Oh, you have a tactical advisor.
They must be where I learned my manners from.
Well, not kind of that tact, but they will increase your initiative total by 2.
Nice.
That is an effect that is always
that sounds
on
very
for you.
useful. That sounds very useful in the use cases.
Oh,
just
yeah.
in general.
They will
Especially
be
if
there to
I'm,
make
you know,
certain that you are acting as
lost.
fast and as quickly and as effectively as possible. That is their job. They will speak to your suit Jarvis style like you're Iron Man. Okay.
Nice.
That is pretty much your character sheet done. That didn't take very long.
No, it did not.
Last thing
Only
I
an
have
hour.
to do is
Actually,
give...
No, we talked for like 30 minutes, so like only like 30 minutes.
Yeah. I am going to give you your break threshold, which is how much someone must roll to hurt you.
Okay.
I'm going to use
my AC.
Your AC, exactly. Your dexterity is going to be your base stat, and any skill you put under dexterity can be what you use to raise it by more. So right now, your break threshold is an 8.
All right.
So don't bend your toy past an 8, and you should be fine. It will not break. Okay, so I'm going to save this as, and I will send it to you.
Nice.
Have you thought of a character name?
Great point. I did not. I was thinking about how my character would act and how my character would look. I completely forgot that names existed.
I'm calling you Princess Smash'ems.
I would. That can be a nickname that she doesn't like.
Which is fine. You can change the name to whatever you want. I just need it so that I can get it out of the way on my side.
All right, good enough.
Oh, you just changed your name from Gray Abyss to Abyssal. Okay.
When?
I don't know. It just showed up on my side.
Oh no, that's because I have my nickname set in the Pink server.
Yeah, okay. That's
awesome.
Fine.
Thank you.
Welcome. And there we are. I would, if you do not mind indulging me, like to make the procrastinator's action and make the audience character.
Ooh, there's an audience character?
There is an audience character. Only because I want to make one.
Fair enough. That sounds. I'm very curious about this audience character.
Right. The audience character, the Anonymous. All right, so I'm going to ask the two of you to trade off in roles.
Ooh, okay.
That'll give Raizo something to do. While the audience continues to pelt me with dice by hitting the roll command, you can pelt me with dice by doing it inside the actual foundry.
We're doing both places.
A little bit of one, a little bit of the other. It's perfect. All right, I got to open that document back up since I like to close things and keeping everything nice and tidy. Okay, 50 XP for the audience, and whenever the audience has their turn, they can go. By declaration, someday I think I'll make this redeemable to not be too chaotic, but we're at a small enough population where we can do it this way for now. Once I get the actual Twitch thing where, You can start doing the other fungy stuff. I'll do that. Okay. Mr. Rizo, since you haven't rolled in a while, let's go ahead and have you roll the mantra. Please roll a d12.
Coming right up.
Look at your fancy dice. You rolled a 9. This mantra says we are all the same people, have the same dreams, the same ambitions. We're all one. I guess.
For the greater good.
Oh no, this is not a Tau army. All right. And now, Gray, if you would, or Abyss, if you would please roll a d10 for the heart.
All right. Oh, okay. Ignored that second slash I accidentally did.
Cool, I could do that. The audience's character, and this seems a little more perfect than it should be, is silent. They're the quiet one, the shy one, the one that is seen and not heard. They're the goofy player character that always has the purple pimp hat in the back scenes while we're playing Skyrim and a cutscene is happening and they're just there sticking out like a sore thumb.
Not saying anything, but
Yeah.
obvious as fuck.
It's always the audience character that way. Okay, so, Rizo, if you hit that 6d6 command for me real quick.
6 of them, eh?
Oh, yeah, 6 of them. Flop. All
Those are
right.
really cool dice.
Yeah. 5. That's 1, and then 3. Yeah. Okay. Roll a d2.
Oh, I will. All right.
Thank you.
Apparently not. If I know how to type, I will.
Yeah, type harder. All right. Well, their intelligence is a 3, their dexterity is a 4, and their strength is a 1.
That sounds about right.
It's like, oh, we didn't give them the clumsy heart. Oh, well, they're just silent. A little bookish, I suppose. Let's see how bookish this goes. All right. Let's see if we could turn this into... Oh, my God. Have either of you watched Maggie Polka? The one where it was the Paramount...
I don't know what Maggie Polka is.
Oh, my goodness. They had Frankenstein's monster as a robot girl. They had Werewolf as a wolf girl. And then they had a bat girl.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's called Maggie Polka. And the Frankenstein girl was a robot girl who weighed 500 pounds and always wanted a man to carry her.
Good.
So you could see how the joke would go with that. Anyway, it was fat fodder, and it was just a cute slice of life show with monsters. So that's how I imagine this character as the Frankenstein girl. 500 pounds of pure muscle. Not muscle, pure iron mass. Okay, so let's figure out the L.A.C.E chassis primary motivator to see how much like Master Chief or Samus Aran this character is. Please roll a d8, Rizo.
1d8.
It's a 2. It's the flex suit. A little bit of bulk, not much. This gives the chance to add 2 points to dexterity from any stat we choose. And you know what? Who's in the audience today? I see you, Chunky. I see you, Pink. Hey, you know, if either of you speak up and say, yes, let's move more points into dex, let's make us faster, or you say, no, we'll keep it as it is. Tell me now or forever hold your pieces. Wait for stream delay. See if they actually have me not muted. Sometimes how it is.
Yeah.
I'll roll a d2 for yes or no. It's yes. We're moving points.
this all looks nominal. As I expected.
I'm going to move a point from intelligence. Sorry. You're a little bit dumber, but you're a little bit faster. As
I
expected.
mean, we're a very fast team so far, except for TC, who's taken a bath.
A sabbatical? I know how to operate my computer. I got lost for a second. Okay, so this is the flex suit, and we get 3 total attack bonus, action bonus, and we get 1 total attack bonus, but we have 1 free wound. Unlike some people. Okay. And I can save that for now. All right, so back to back to the Abyss.
Yes.
We will roll 1d10 to see how your combat chassis archetype works.
All right.
All right. Wow. Nothing but idols and models. We get the model form. We get the model action. Spend an action watching a target. Your next action will receive a +2. Yeah. Now I'll make that note. And we will then move on. Now we're going to go to spending experience. Looking down. All right, it's going to be back to the 1d3, 1d4. We'll start with a Mr. Abyssal. I'm sorry, Abyssal. Rhizomatic, Mr. Rhizo.
You got it.
I'm not bad at this. I'm terrible at this, and I'm trying my best.
It's okay. I don't. I mean, like my pronouns are. I use any pronouns, so like I don't mind gendering terms.
My pronouns are usually that bastard, so it's okay.
Awesome.
All right, so that is a utility upgrade, basic upgrade. Now, you didn't get to basic upgrades for you, Abyssal, but they're basically reasons you could do things, simple descriptors that change actions.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would like. Oh, you guys did trade off quite well, so I appreciate that. So, Rhizo, back to you, D30.
Are one of them? Yes.
21. A rebreather, an enclosed independent oxygen system covering the face. You know what that is. That gives the ability to breathe in, well, underwater, in toxic gas. Not
So
space.
Jack can go hang out with TC.
Yeah. Just blowing bubbles. All right, so that moves us back to 1d3, 1d4, and Abyss, if you would please start that D3.
Of course.
Weapon.
Why do you say it like that?
Because it's a weapon. It's the pew pew that goes bang bang. All right, and Rhizo, if you roll the D4.
There.
Get it? Would you like an external keyboard?
I have it. It's just out of reach.
It's over there. All right, so this is an advanced weapon upgrade. Let's find out if it's your primary or secondary. Abyss, if you would please roll a D2.
All right.
Secondary weapon it is. An advanced upgrade on your secondary weapon. Gotta scroll for 10 years. There it is. That'll be a D20, please, Rhizo.
D20. 9.
It's a beautiful die. It's just really hard to read sometimes. All
So
right.
like
Oh, So this weapon
Confirming.
is fully automatic. That is a descriptor that is placed on the weapon that you may use to pull bonuses from. My weapon is fully automatic, so I'm going to spray bullets at them, for instance. Can be that simple, or you could say I'm thinking of this for Abyss's character. I'm going to rap at them so hard I'm going to spit fire. And that is how those bonuses work. Okay, so back to the D3, D4, Abyss D3, Rhizo D4. What are we pawns? Ooh, weapon
Max on
upgrade.
both.
A unique skill. Both of you roll a D2. That's a heart.
It's a heart.
It's a heart.
Too, apparently.
Yeah, well, looks like we now have a unique skill. Oh my. Please roll a D3 for this character. Wow, so many twos. Sorry, Abyss, roll a D3. So it'll be 2. Well, thank goodness. It's expression. I don't have to do anymore. This character now has performance arts. That is how you dance. That's how you act. That's how you perform. That is how you get bravado. They now have performance art at a 1 or 1 dot. All right,
I'm
D3.
realizing as I'm sketching out this character that I am basically making a buffer for Mirko from Benha.
Oh, okay. That's perfect. Now we're going to get into that D3, D4 again. So Rhizo D3, Abyss D4.
Max roll again.
Yeah, we're going to do more weapons. All right, so Rhizo, roll a D2 real quick. And Abyss, do the same.
Snake eyes.
Wow. Okay. So this is a primary weapon, unique skill. Then that means we're back to Rhizo, roll a D6. I'm sorry, D3. I said D6. I meant D3. I'll just half that. It's 3. Ba, 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 ba. That is going to be your primary weapon. First dot under dexterity. All right. Save that. And Abyss D3, Rhizo D4. I heard that spacebar hit. You were ready for that.
Yeah.
All right, so we are on a utility upgrade. Wounds. I'm sorry, no, major upgrade. Wounds are self-upgrades. Now let's figure out what rule you break. Roll a D30, Abyss. 23. Oh, look at you, all streamlined, audience. Literally, that's what you got, streamlined. Choose one stat. All skills found under that parent stat may add the bravado effect of a free reroll.
Damn.
The upgrade does not go into cooldown unless the bravado is spent for this effect. Okay, well, let's choose what parent stat by rolling a D3, Rhizo.
Three. 2-1.
Okay, we have to roll another D3 because there's 3 stats that are the lowest. The first one, intelligence. Okay. 8 plus 7, 2, which leaves 5. It's 15. Okay. I can math. Erp. Back to the D3, D4. Rhizo D3, Abyss D4. 1 and 2. That is a self-upgrade. Skills. Rhizo D18. Abyss D6.
7.
A 7 is evasion. That is going under the 5th skill, dexterity. Cool. That makes sense. We don't have to think about that one too hard, do we?
Nope.
All right, that's done. Back to the D3, D4, Abyss D3, Rhizo D4. More self upgrades, huh? Uh-oh. We're in stats now. Abyss D6.
Dexterity, right?
Yup. We are the Fast Brigade. We are made of goes fast. It is in our pants. Jeans. It's in our jeans. All right, Rhizo D3, Abyss D4. All right. Oh, yes, weapons.
I wish I got this many weapon rolls. Damn.
They're so much fun. You know, most of the weapon rolls have come back to be skill raises instead of actual weapon boosts. More on that later. Okay, so we are on a major upgrade. Now I need to figure out if it's for your primary or secondary weapons. So if you would please roll 1d2, Rhizo.
2.
That is a 1. So that is your primary weapon. And that is a major upgrade, if I remember correctly. All right, I have to scroll. I think it's a d20, which is already rolled. In complete anticipation of that. Okay, major upgrade. 1d20, you rolled an 11. Hot swap guns. Yes, that's what the upgrade is called. Do you have an edge your partner does not? Do they need to use one of your weapon upgrades? Then let them. Your weapon and all its options are available for them to use unless it is on cooldown. Fortunately, there's no upgrades on your primary weapon, so you don't really get to do much with that.
Would be useful.
Would be.
Weapon upgrades.
All right. Now we're back to Rhizo D3, Abyss D4. A major. Wait. No, that's. Jeez, weapons again? Just nothing but the guns! That is an advanced upgrade. Cool. EO. All right, Rhizo, roll a D2. Primary or secondary? It's becoming less fun. All right, more secondary. Dang it, you needed it on hot swap guns. Oh well. What if this turns out to be something that allows you to swap your primary and secondary upgrades? Oh my goodness. We've bridged the gap. No, we haven't. Sorry. 1d20, please. Wow. Okay, thank you. Man, have you ever played role-playing games before, Abyss?
Yes.
Ready with that d20. All right, you rolled a 19. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bigger is better. You get a size boost.
Oh my god, are they in a giant mech?
No, your gun is big, though.
Oh, okay. Fun.
Well, the audience's gun is big. Do you hear that, audience? You like it big.
Audience's size queen confirmed.
Okay. Rhizo D3, Abyss D4. More shooting of the guns in the pews. The good news is that this is a basic upgrade. The basic upgrade allows you to take full advantage of the skill. So we get to see what type of weapon this is. Now then, Raizo, please roll a d2.
Two.
Flop, that's a d1, isn't it? Okay, primary weapon, that's great, because that is where we have our skill on. Now we have to figure out what type of weapon this is while I scroll for 30 years. Okay, roll a d12. I'm sorry, a d10, Abyss.
Ooh.
A 1. Oh no, they're a brawler.
Oh, fun.
Big gun, but likes to punch.
Big fist.
Mega
Please
Man
don't.
hands.
Please don't take that any further than it needs to
Sword
go.
man.
Thank you. All right. So Raizo D3, Abyss D4. A 1. A self upgrade. A self upgrade to the skill category. All right. So Raizo, roll a D18. Abyss a D6. Wow, it's going on loyalty. This is the brutality. You're loyally brutal. D8. Okay. Save that.
Oh, I'm having a great idea for what the fuck my character is.
Cool. Raizo, you're going to roll the D3. Abyss, you're going to roll the D4.
Two.
2.
Utility upgrades. Advanced utility upgrades. 1D30, please, Raizo.
Nine.
It looked like a 27 on my screen. I'm not going to question it. Oh, chafe, not chaff. Chaff, chafe, whatever. You're not chafed, you're chaff. Defensive countermeasures when evading fire can make it harder to be seen. You're shy. This is perfect. All you got to do is just sit in the back corner. 42 experience spent. We're almost done. Abyss has rolled the D3. Thank you very much. That is a 1. That is another self upgrade, I do believe. Raizo, if you please, the D4.
4.
Oh. Oh. New category of self upgrade called an ego. I think you got a couple of these, Raizo. Abyss, you did not.
Mm-hmm.
Egos are curious things. They're not quite upgrades. You can take these on at will after character creation, but you can take no more than 8 points of ego. They give you extra XP, but they are things that you are known for that your enemies can also use against you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm an experienced pilot and amazing standoff.
Right. So, Abyss, if you would please roll a d12. Let's see what they get for an ego. And then, Raizo, roll a d4. Oh. You're shy, but impatient? Oh. It's
The
only
kind
a
of person
1.
that just doesn't ask before doing the thing.
Shy, knows it needs to be done, impatient, gets it done. It's only a 1. It's not great, but, you know. I mean, I'm not. What am I saying? It's 1. It's not high. It's not impactful, but it can give a bonus when needed if you so choose to activate it. And if someone activates it against you, you might blush. Okay. Back to the D3, D4. Abyss D3. Raizo D4. Self upgrades. And that is your first wound boost. 2 wounds. 2 total wounds. Your health is 2. Etymology. How does it work? All right. Abyss D3, Rhizo D4. All the self upgrades. All of them. Ego again. All right. We're doubling down on the ego. Abyss D12, Rhizo D4. Well. Funny. Too shy to really advance far, but they are impatient and an experienced pilot. That's funny. Okay. Abyss D3, Rhizo D4. I don't know why. So many self upgrades. All the self upgrades. Okay, we're getting another skill. Abyss D18, Rhizo D6. D18, I think I meant to say. If I did not say it, I wanted it to be D18. Thank you for making sure it was a D18. If I did not say D18.
Did say D18.
Okay. Oh, we're going to have to really think about this one. This character is shy, silent, but also embellishes. They act to distort truths.
Fascinating.
You're right.
I wish you luck in playing, and you or chat playing this character.
It is Chad's character. If chat would pay if chat would so like to. All right. Abyss D3, Rhizo D4. Hey, back to weapons.
That's 2.
You're excited about weapons again.
I'm very excited about weapons. That is an advanced upgrade. Let's see if it is to your primary or secondary upgrade. Please, Abyss, roll a D2. It is secondary weapons.
Again.
I mean, we really wanted hot swap guns to be on your secondary weapon, but anyway. Okay, so with that in place, we are on the secondary weapon. We are going to an advanced upgrade. That is a D20, if I remember correctly. Rhizo, please go.
14.
14? Huh. Well, it's funny, because now they have martial arts. All right, they have 4 experience points left. We're going to see how that goes, but we're also going to, if we have to veto a result of this roll, we're automatically going to say that this is going to be something we're going to get later as held points. Thank you, Abyss, for the D2. That is utility. Please, Rhizo, roll a D4. A protocol. Ooh. I bet you don't know what a protocol is.
I do not.
Well, I'd be right then, wouldn't I? All right, Abyss, go ahead and roll a D12. So a protocol is, in D&D terms, a feat. It is something that you're good at. Basically, it means that you can never fail a roll in this category.
Ooh.
So our audience character has the effect of being a grease monkey. They're mechanically intuitive, understanding the inner workings of intricate or robust, choose one, machinery. So roll a D2, Rhizo.
1.
A 1. So that is intricate.
Oh, that's good with our armor.
Yeah. That cost 1 experience. They have 3 experience left. Let's try one more thing. We never know what we may get, so let's go ahead and roll the D3. Thank you, Rhizo. Or that was Abyss. Thank you, Abyss. Go ahead and roll the D4, Rhizo. I could read.
You can read.
Sometimes. All right, a 1 and a 2. Buckle my shoe. So we're back to skills. Roll 1d18 Abyss and 1d6 Rhizo. That's going to be an intelligence-based skill. Let's see what a 13 is. Hey, repair!
Hey, it fits. No need to think hard about that.
Yep, did not have to think hard about that at all. Okay. Repair under intelligence of a D1. Or a D6, sorry. Well, there we go. We have the audience character. I'm going to put this in the Dropbox, and I'm going to save it. And every once in a while, I'm going to make sure that the audience can see the character, and they'll have a button that they can click. They'll be able to view it.
Are you going to create a poll to get the audience to name it?
I don't know if I could do that. I don't know how to do that. But yes, that is something that we could probably do eventually when the audience is paying attention. Hey, audience, are you paying attention right now? Are you? Yes or no? Thanks, Abyss.
You can also take suggestions in Discord.
It's true. It's true. It's absolutely true.
Hello.
All right, so the audience's character is pretty much done. We've spent our XP. There are some small fine details to put onto this, and the first thing we're going to do as far as a fine detail is make sure we know what its break threshold is. Break threshold in this game is a C. So, dexterity seems like a great skill to use, and we actually have or stat to use. We actually have a skill, evasion and dexterity, so that's what it's going to be. Dexterity is 6 plus evasion of a 1 plus 2. All right, 6, 7, 8, 9. Their break threshold is actually a 9.
Nice.
All right. Closing that up. Okay. I know there's some other people who wanted to pop in and join, and it is possible that they would not. Looks like they are not, but that doesn't mean that we can't play with the two of you.
Hell yeah.
We have an audience character for anyone to pick up and play at any point in time. That's a possibility. As it is right now, it is just the two of you. You and you.
Just the two of us. We
No,
can make
yes.
it if we
No,
try.
it's too positive. It has to have a slight undertone. All right. Just like in Pink Stream, there is the pet name throwable that I am making. If either of you have pets you would like to throw.
Oh, I should get a good picture of Gooey sometime soon.
Yeah, give me a picture of the kitty or whatever it is.
Snake.
That's a snake. Oh, it's a booble.
Booble?
It's a python, right?
Yeah, ball python. But I really like that's a very fun word.
Yeah. Well, okay. Do the two of you feel ready to rock and roll today?
Let me figure out a name for Princess Smashems.
Let me figure out a name for the name of this character I already have.
Let's go with oh my god, I used to have this one character who I stole her concept from Genshin, but I can't remember what her name was.
Oh, that's quite all right. Name pending is also an acceptable name.
Let's go. I'll go with her idol name is. I feel like she wants to be elegant or something, so let's go with
And before Eleanor.
Huh?
And before Eleanor. Eleanor was the name of the motorcycle, or not motorcycle, of the Mustang, and the Nicolas Cage movie that I cannot remember the name of right now.
Oh my god!
It was before the Fast and the Furious franchise, but Eleanor was the Mustang, and it was
Gone in 60 Seconds. It was a remake of,
of
an old movie with what's his face?
Yeah. So the name Eleanor is copyrighted, and people get in trouble for making Eleanor Mustangs.
Wait, for real?
Yes, there have been entire YouTube channels that got practically swatted by the local sheriff's department coming in saying you have to destroy all your molds and all the works. We're repossessing all of this according to the studio. Here's the court
Oh my
order. Thank you and
God.
have a nice day.
I hate that.
Right?
It's also like not right because you can't copyright that.
You can copyright things in certain contexts. So it
you
depends
can
on how
copyright
you use
you
it.
can copyright the specific of an image of that Mustang
Right.
named Eleanor, but you cannot copyright the idea of naming a Mustang Eleanor.
Correct. And as you can imagine, they were making the movie Mustang. Period. And that's what crossed the threshold into copyright infringement. So,
That's
it is funny how you mess with trademarks. It is not acceptable. It is like there is the entire concept of the Disney princess, as long as you don't call it a Disney princess. There's an entire industry where people are allowed to dress like a quote unquote Disney princess as long as they do not call themselves Mulan, Pocahontas, pick the Disney princess, and they don't say Disney princess. They're able to do everything else. Disney just kind of turns a blind eye to it. Okay, for the two of you, I've given you a document. It is a basic summarization of the first game session and what to expect.
okie dokie. I will take a look at it.
Yeah, there's also some things in there that we will go and use for point spending because you'll get to create your base.
Ooh.
And I'm going to call a quick bio break, and then we're going to start reading from this document.
All right.
It's basically the script. There'll be some rolls from you. There'll be things that you can do. And because I'm really bad at things sometimes, I'm going to be like not ad-libbing, but reading directly. Ad-libbing will come later after we get the introductions done. This will be a structured role-playing session, not a ad-lib role-playing session, how they usually are.
Mm-hmm. Is someone taking a piss?
No, I was getting water.
Oh, okay.
Or were you making water?
Well, technically. Okay, it's snack time. That's what it is. Anybody know a better snack than bread?
Bread with toasted bread with honey and butter on it.
If only I weren't allergic to most of the honeys I come across.
No, that sucks.
It does. Like I've mentioned it a couple times about my food allergy. It is literally that. Like someone puts a filler in something, I'm allergic to it.
That
And
sucks.
and fillers are in everything, and people don't realize it. There's filler in my
Yeah.
noodles. I bought high quality noodles. There's fillers in it. Someone bought Kroger brand honey. There's fillers in it.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. It sucks a
Hi,
big
Chaotic
butt.
Awesome.
Was that a question?
No, I said hi, Chaotic Awesome.
Oh, CA's here. Hello. A talking bunny head says hello. I seem to be out of butter.
Heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking.
I'm gonna BRB to
Yes.
get,
It is bio break moment. Go BRB.
yes.
Go do your burb.
Oh no, CA's Nala didn't work.
CA's Nala didn't work. Didn't even give her a cooldown warning? I'll have to go look at the... Oh, wait, that's a tits thing. That's not a other thing. CA didn't get Nala for that throw, so she has left. Goodbye, CA. Never to be seen again.
No.
see where tits is.
That time I saw null.
Yeah. Well, sometimes these things get set. Yeah, subscriber. Okay. Partner. Everyone. There we go. For some reason, it was stuck on subscriber. Okay. Now try it, CA. It may be on cooldown, but whatever. If it is on cooldown, you should get a cooldown message. Should. I don't know. I don't know how tits works. Yep, there it went. Hello, CA. You have arrived just in time for bio breaks.
How did the rest of Skyrim go with Bad Space King?
Oh, CA, you can join us in Discord if you just want to chat with us real quick. It's an open thing. When we're done with the BRB, however, that'll change. But for now, you could just, pop in and chat or just type, whatever you're more comfortable with. I ain't your boss. I ain't your daddy either.
Oh no. Yeah, I headed over here when BSK was in the middle of troubleshooting. I was hoping that it was just a matter of, waiting for it all to load. I mean, that definitely does sound like Skyrim modding. One bad mod and the whole darn game goes kerflooey. It's especially too bad since that train mod was so on brand for BSK.
I was muted, but that made me laugh out loud.
Also, I am back. I'm reading through our script.
Ah, yes. So the script starts thusly, which I will be happy to read, because that is my job.
Awesome.
Each character has completed L.A.C.E combat training under the United Nations Special Regiments from an all-female academy. They were given a placard and an active combat patch decorated with wings, sporting a parachuting silhouette worn on their uniform. The graduating ceremony was held at the training grounds, one of the worldwide bases, and your family was flown in to attend. Ooh, have you thought about your families?
No.
No. Family? Fuck them. So let's just say your pet was flown in to attend. Anyway, combat engagements and victories are usually rewarded with more emblems on your formal dress uniform, worn during ceremonies, each with a unique meaning. You possess 3 types of uniforms, including the formal dress uniform, the Zero suit, and a hazard suit. Your Zero suit is a tight-fitting combat uniform worn when piloting the L.A.C.E battlesuit. The Zero suit is sometimes too embarrassing to wear outside of the battlesuit, but is designed after the primary motivator of your suit. Your final uniform is nicknamed the Hazard suit, which is worn at all other times. Called the Hazard suit because it is always what you are wearing when shit goes down. You know, casuals. All pilots are arriving in a town called Ogden, a small town north of Salt Lake City, Utah, to station themselves in a UN base in Uintawasich Cache National Forest. I'm sorry for butchering that. That's a real place. I do not know how to pronounce it. The suits arrive before the pilots and are currently being unpacked and checked by the support team on the base's tarmac. The suits are not the worry of the pilots at this time. One pilot arrives at a time at the main airport from their respective locations, meandering into a general meeting spot designated by security. All right, I want the 2 of you to roll a d10 real quick. That is what his initiative is. And since you are sans your suit and your support commander, Abyss, you will roll just a d10. You will not take the 2 bonus.
What was it?
Oh, it's a good thing we're not getting
1
the next
d10.
person.
This isn't combat. Look at
Okay.
you. Well, I think we understand what the order of operands are. Okay, so Raizo, your character arrives first. You arrive in an incredibly small airport, big enough for a Cessna. Basically a single prop plane that can hold a couple of people. You pile out of your vehicle or pile it out of the plane with the luggage in tow. Describe yourself, your luggage, how you feel. Let us know about you, what you look like, so on and so forth.
I am small. I have light purple hair with just godly, like, awful big poofs on the back of my head. Now, as I step off of my disembarkment, I naturally just strike a pose.
It's natural
Sparkles
to you.
practically wafting off of my eyes. I have matching luggage that just seems to follow me along as if I'm not even caring about it.
Would you say that you were raised in austerity, or was this just, the natural evolution of your time at the base?
This is just how I comport myself. Just naturally leaning towards adorable in everything that I do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you arrive at a very odd place in front of a series of mailboxes. It looks like these mailboxes belong to the various pilots that keep their planes here, but its aesthetics reminds you of how trailer parks keep their mailboxes in one place, and everyone goes to the same area to collect their mail. Across from that is a nice garden. And the place you landed is called the Ogden Hinkle Airport. I'll start reading again. A small airport servicing local single-prop planes and their pilots. L.A.C.E pilots will be directed to an innocuous bus stop with a lush garden of local plants and trees sitting across the road. The area is a 2-lane street with a few vehicles. Sorry, I got a cursor in the way. Moving past the parking area, and the pilots meet in front of the P.O. boxes servicing the facility. When the second pilot arrives, Abyss.
Yes.
What is your heart, Abyss?
My heart is dense, if I remember correctly.
Dense, nice. And your heart, Rhizo?
My heart is. Hold on. Wait, what? It should be right over here. Hold on. Other tab. It is caretaker.
Caretaker. Oh, dense and a caretaker. So this is your first time meeting one another. So Abyss's character finally lands while Rhizo's been waiting. And Abyss, your character lands, and you get off of your small single plop plane. Say that 10 times fast. And I would like you to give your description and tell us about yourself.
Jasmine, who goes by Jazz, prefers the simple things in life. She prefers not to overcomplicate things, while not the most expressive of any of anyone of the late Ace unit, she no one can deny that she's very good at what she does, which is primarily beating people up and
not quite as the schoolyard bully, but you know,
not as a schoolyard bully, more in the sense of a hell of a person to face. So whenever you're in a sparring match,
don't get in the way of her fists; they fly.
In the way of her fists, exactly. What else? As for stuff that she may have brought to keep herself entertained, she again likes to keep things simple. She brought a deck of cards, her favorite book, probably get an iPod and a phone to keep in contact with people, but her phone is like a flip phone, which is why she has a separate iPod.
Funny,
okay. It has dumb technology.
Dumb technology. I love dumb technology. It's perfect.
Me too,
in the world of super science, I choose a flip phone.
Yeah, exactly. The only reason that she doesn't really get shit for it is because she's so scary.
No one questions the slab of meat in a flip phone.
Exactly.
All right. Now, just to say this a little bluntly, your idols. Ogden is an extremely unflattering station for any pilot and feels like an extremely poor choice for the bravado-dependent machines. The worry is that there will be not enough interest to generate bravado, and that the encounters would require a higher quality of pilot to deal with the potential threats, given the powerful Cybertronian neighbors. You have to understand where you have landed is just a little bit further away than the base is. You're closer to Utah Raptorplex. Utah Raptorplex is a series of spiring Cybertronian skyscrapers. They're bigger creatures already, They're scarier creatures. They're made of super science and godlike blood, and just stomp around with you underfoot. Many Cybertronians will call you primitives and say it as a derogatory insult while blasting chunks of whatever is near you away because you're annoying them. They're war machines. They're war gods. However you want to put it. Take this in the perspective of a human watching a truck transform into a person and blowing away an airplane. It's kind of a sight to behold.
Yeah.
So here you are, a bunch of newbies in a newly established base.
This is gonna suck.
Exactly. Things ain't looking great on the outlookometer. So, eventually, a black charter bus with tinted windows and no distinguishable marks will unceremoniously arrive. As it pulls up, anything that you two would like to say to each other?
What would my character like to
I would
say?
walk over to my new compatriot, kind of lean forward and tilt my head back to kind of over exaggerate how much I need to look up at her face.
Are you tall?
And just kind of, gush of, "Hi, I'm so excited to meet you. I think we're working together."
Yes, that's quite obvious, isn't it? Meanwhile, Jazz is he's like, oh goodness, this is a very excitable person, isn't she? She he, she she sort of takes in your character's appearance and is just like, nice hair.
Thank you. I'm Charlotte, and hold out my hands to shake or hug whatever comes my way.
If the arm comes down, I could hug that.
Um,
Thank you, Beefy McArmslabs.
She nods and she nods and says, "I'm Jazz," and shakes her hand. To be noted that while I do not have this quality in my voice, there's an almost musical quality to the way that Jazz speaks.
Nice. Well, you two have introduced each other. The bus comes to the classic wheel squealing stop next to you. The door opens and a guy steps out almost immediately. Very unceremoniously, just comes over, grabs your luggage, and throws it into the vehicle. You two are given permission to enter, of course. Were you about to say something, Abyss? Or Rizo?
Oh.
Said I beam a smile at this man.
Of course. Yes, he takes care of your luggage. He wipes his hands as you guys start to enter the vehicle, and he says, "Hello, my name is Roger. I'm here to inform you that we will take you to the base. I am your transport officer. Roger, not my real name. I will oversee your luggage. You may sit anywhere inside of the vehicle. It is chartered specifically for our new arrivals."
I nod, and I probably I don't think I sit at the front, but I probably sit next to like an emergency exit.
Sure. There are a couple of those labeled on the windows. It says, "In case of emergency, push." So Roger, not my real name, goes over the manifest and kind of sits there in front of the bus. And what do you do, Rizo?
I skip to the bus, plop myself into the first seat that's available, and just kind of bounce on it a couple times to test out the comfort.
Yes, the way I have to have it described is a 1990s Taco Bell interior.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, its comfort level is minimal. Its function level is high.
Jazz is satisfied with this uncomfortable with this uncomfortable ass chair, whatever it is.
Now, we haven't really gone over skill rolls for you, Abyss, but they're very, very simple.
Mhm.
There are 18 skills. 21 if you include the special skills, which are not applying right now. The 18 base skills are supposed to allow you to do just about anything. I can call for skills to be rolled, and we can get to it from there. Sometimes you can ask to roll a skill and to see what you may see. I'm going to give you my cheat sheet for this game.
Yay!
This is the skill shortlist. It includes all 21 skills, the 18 general skills, and the 3 unique skills, so the audience can see as well. I'll pull up the screen with it on there. You'll notice that there is something missing in this skill list.
Mm-hmm.
That is perception. Now, you know how Saturday morning cartoons go. You don't roll to notice things. Things happen and you react to them. So, in this instance, and I'm not going to ask you to roll to see if you notice what is going on, I'm going to start to describe the scene and ask how you reply. And if one of those replies are to prevent things from happening, so be it. We can get to that action. When you go to your character sheet, if you do not have a dot in a skill, like one of those 18 skills, you roll a d4.
Mm-hmm.
So you pick a stat plus 1d4, roll. Or if you have a higher skill level, stat plus 1d6, roll.
All right.
That'll be how it works. So right now, what you notice is the Channel X news van.
Huh.
A very tall white bus with a series of sci-fi antennas screaming across the roadway, coming to an abrupt halt.
Oh god. Oh, hold on a second. Actually, this could be a good. This could be a good thing for us.
Could it?
It could. I, hey, I just say, hey, look at that. To try and get Charlotte's attention towards that to see, mainly to see how she'll react.
So poke poke. Hey, Charlotta.
I look out the window and cock my head.
One direction or the other, as an individual just almost falls out of the passenger side vehicle, camera in tow, and starts running to the meeting spot, seeing nobody there, looks at the giant bus, which you realize has tinted windows, so you can't see very well in it, and he plasters his face right on it, cupping his hands over his eyes, looking in, seeing if he could see anything. And what does he see looking back at him?
I wave at him. He probably sees he's a very she probably sees Charlotte, very small, very bright hair, and on one at the front of the bus, and then me very large kind of a cool expression on my face sitting sort of in the middle where the emergency exits are, and Jazz just kind of waves.
Hello.
Yep.
The individual gets a look on his face, and you see the bus driver. He's reading the manifest, and he says, I guess it's just the two of you for now. I was expecting a third. He looks at his watch, flips his wrist over, and the guy comes right in the front of the bus. Roger, not my real name, reaches over and hits the door close button as you see his hand come in with the camera going click, 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 as he takes 1,000 pictures as quickly as he can, fighting the doors, struggling. He said click, 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 and then Roger is like literally pushing him back out with his feet and his hands. The doors close.
Cool.
The guy stands there right by the doorway, and he starts scribbling furiously, looking at the pictures he took. He's like, he's not paying attention to you at all, and he's just looking at the pictures.
I hey um uh, are, if it were not moving yet, I sort of like put as I know that you can open. Can you open the windows on this bus?
No.
Oh, well, shit. Um, um, uh, um, uh, I walk over to the door, probably to Roger, not his real name, named Chagrin, uh, uh, and poke my head out. To like, do you need us? You need us for something?
You asked that to Roger? Not my real name?
No, I asked that to I asked that I poke my head out the door and ask that to the news reporter.
It's like you're like, you need some? And he's scribbling and he sees you and his eyes go wide and he goes, what? Click, 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 click. Just a fast spasm. He ducks with the camera. The flash starts going nuts on you. And he will not stop taking the pictures until Roger hits the button and closes the door again. He just gives a
Fair enough.
sigh. Like, this dude is just taking pictures of you.
He's not even asking questions.
No, he's not even
So?
asking questions. Roger texts, Roger, not my real name, texts on the phone real quick, and he says there's one more girl coming.
Ah, I see.
And he stands in front of the doorway and he's like, just, and this dude is just standing there, not letting anybody out, not letting anybody in. And he looks, Roger, not my real name, looks over at the two of you and he says, please entertain yourselves. I'll handle this.
Okay.
Handle what?
Guys just taking photos and probably being and generally probably going to be the first thing one hears about us being here. Apparently there's a third girl coming too, or I don't know. I
Oh, I
I
hope you look
look
good in the
around
pictures.
forward. Let me do a okay. Let me.
I hear them gears turning as you're thinking wildly. One, disinterest. Two, slight interest. Three, engage.
Okay, I guess I'm engaging. I had to figure out what to because it's a three-way tie for Jazz with with that sort of thing, you know. Jazz has turned. Jazz goes back into her seat and sort of rests her arms on the back of the bench in front of her and looks at Charlotte and just kind of asks, "So, any music you like?" She seems very awkward in social situations.
Charlotte's smile gets even wider. I love all kinds of music. I was just listening to a song on the way here. You would love it. I'm sure of it. I've got to have you listen to it.
Perfect.
Nothing else to do right now.
Yeah. Oh no, that's great. So it's like one pair of earbuds, two people.
Yes. Oh God. Remember that back in the day? That was honestly, hey, that's something that's kind of fun.
Yeah. So you're sitting there sharing the earbuds, and all of a sudden, and you know what? I am totally going to use the picture from Maggie Polka for our audience character.
Oh, okay.
So, but I can't remember her name.
Robot girl from Maggie Polka.
Yeah, I haven't looked up this. The actual name is Renkin 3Q Magica Pokan. Now you can see why we call it Maggie Polka. See if I could pull her name real quick. No, not that one. No, not that one. Oh, goodness. I can't glean anything from this. I cannot type today.
I think her name is Aiko.
Yes, Aiko. You found it the exact same time I did.
Oh.
So if you don't know what an Aiko is, that's an Aiko. And this will be her profile picture forevermore. No, those aren't fancy armored shoes. Those are her feet. No, those aren't fancy armored gloves. Those are her hands.
I love that.
She is a Frankenstein monster.
The only thing that's not robotic and kind of frightening about her is the way too friendly face mask she has.
So, you hear sounds of violence outside and a camera shutter going off going off in a sporadic, nutty manner as the guy is drastically taking pictures as this girl in the blue dress starts bouncing forward.
I look at outside like, what the fuck is going on? I'm no longer interested in this song. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Roger, not my real name, is trying his best to body block the photos. He's like, stop it. This is rude. Stop it. It's too much. They just got here. Calm down. And Roger is like doing his best little I am a Secret Service guy poses. Like arms out, leg out, one standing on one arm. No, you can't. My hand is in front of your lens. Huzzah. Almost like he's kung fu dancing. He does that for a few minutes, and the door opens because Roger has that ability to open the door automatically. And you see her take a step up. And you feel the entire bus shift to the passenger side.
She has kind of grabs the wall. She braces herself on the window and also on Charlotte, maybe knocking her over.
This is some lean. So she comes up. She's shy herself, and she gets on to the vehicle, centers her weight on the vehicle, so it's now no longer rocking heavily to one side. Then Roger, not my real name, starts to come in, and the guy puts his camera right in your face, both of you two, snaps another dozen pictures as Roger hits the door button, a little bit of aggression, and the guy expertly retreats his hand right when the doors close. Almost, it would have probably cut them off. You never know.
Well, damn. Okay.
And then he rushes back to his van.
All right. I guess we'll have to check the news later or something.
You are the news.
Yeah, the news. I want to know what they say about me, though.
So this was your first, say, public interaction. Now, the whole point behind this is to see how well you get along with each other and what type of things the authors can make out of it, which draws attention to you. You in the news is a good thing. It is how you power your suit. Exactly. But on the same side, it's a little annoying. However, as this single army paparazzi guy came and took pictures, how do you think you fared in those photos?
I feel like it could, be funny. I think my character has the same sort of neutral expression in like all of the photos.
This is where we get into the performance arts role. You're an idol. Your natural instinct is probably to smile in front of a camera because that is how you've been trained, right?
That's true.
So, okay. Either of you, I don't think have.
Yeah, I've performed somewhere, I think.
Well, it's a unique skill.
Yeah.
And Arizo, you do not have it.
I don't.
Yeah. Audience's character does have performance art, and it is under... Oh, it was supposed to be... Oops. Come on. There's a little button here. Okay. So our little combat maiden, Aiko, which I'm going to name her now Aiko, Aiko, so I don't forget later. So I'm going to do for you an example of how this goes. Aiko is simply going to roll. Her performance arts is 1d6, and I'm going to add her stat expression onto it. The total is 7. Now, usually I'll assign a target number, a TN, and for this, it's simply 4. Thanks. The target number is 4. This is a very simple task. It should not be hard. You're trained to do it. So, I'll start with you, Riza. Where would you like to put your performance art unique skill? It cannot be under dexterity because you already have secondary weapon there.
Oh, wait. Where is my? Hey, I have my performance is under secondary weapons.
No, that's something different. But
okay.
for Rizo,
I think I'd put it under processing.
processing. Okay, I'm going to make that note on my character sheet right here. Performance arts under processing. Now you have no dots in it, so it's a D4. You will roll 1d4 plus 5. Now that automatically means you will get above a 4 instantly. However, there is the chance that you'll roll a 1.
I got a 4.
Or, in this case, you heard that little chime go off, explode.
Oh.
So you just rolled the maximum value on a d4, which is 4. Now you get to roll 1d4 plus 9.
Ooh.
Phenomenal.
Yes. Well, for some reason, you just rolled the maximum value on a d4 again.
Does he have 13?
You get to keep exploding until you no longer explode. 1d4 plus 13.
I love this. Oh, it's just a 1.
Yes, that's fine. It's a total of 14. You crossed the 10 threshold, and you are on your way to physically impossible. So 20 is physically impossible. The 10 threshold is between mediocrity and greatness. 4 is like the average. You can expect that. 2 is everybody should be able to do it, walking style stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got a 14. So if I said the difficulty was 4, every 4 over from 4, so that's 4, 8, 12. That is a success plus 2 over. That means you did a success plus 2 over a quality. That is great. In some cases, you'll get bonuses on that. However, what I'm going to do is give you a -3 target number. So if you go to your second page of your character sheet, Rizo,
Yeah.
there is a little spot in there called Bravado TN, target number. For your first meeting, they took such an amazing photograph of you that you have instant attention. Your target number is now 5.
Whoa.
Yes.
Nice.
One of those shots was so good.
One of those shots was so good. That's probably going to be cover story material shot. Let's see how well Abyss does.
All right.
You don't have any secondary skills or unique skills on your character yet, so it's going to be a D4. We understand that. However, what stat would you like it to be with?
I think I would like it to be with dexterity.
Dexterity. That is a fine choice. I will make that note here. Performance arts is under dexterity. You don't have any dots in it, so it's a D4. So do the same. 1d4 plus 6. I cross my fingers for you, and I hope you explode.
I don't explode. I do damage.
No, but you do get very close to the threshold. You also get 4 over. So instead of getting a -3, you get a -2. Second page of your character sheet, it says Bravado TN. It is now a 6 for you.
All right.
Do not worry. This can change very easily. The audience is fickle.
That sounds about right.
You can have group adjustments and individual adjustments.
Ooh, interesting.
So this is an example of an individual adjustment. This is your first meeting. They are scrutinizing you. You can imagine the newspaper and a shot away to the guy calling his publishers instantly, saying, I have the most fantastic pictures of the new pilots who have just come in. You have to see these. These are amazing. And now he's negotiating for pay. All right, so Aiko has performance arts under expression. Did I roll hers? I did, and I got a 7, didn't I? She only got a single success. She did not get 4 over, so her bravado TN goes to 7. And just like that, we have our first thing. First roll of the day that had impact. Meowdy, glad people are getting some good rolls. Thank you, kitty cat herder. Mighty fine of you to show up. I don't know why I went redneck there, but it's me. I'm goofy. Audience character. There it is. I'm going to put this over here so I can have it in easy access. I'm smart. I could do this. I'm organized. Sometimes your organization gets so... I'm too organized and then I get lost because I'm trying to think of the organization, how to stay organized instead of doing the thing. The bus takes off. The 3 of you are there. Aiko is unfortunately a little shy. She doesn't say much as the 2 of you listen to your music together with the single headphone, sharing the earbuds. You get off of the highway. You travel this wonderful stretch of road going away from Utah Raptorplex and north towards Willard and the infamous Willard Peak. However, you're going to Willard Peak, the actual peak. You're going up a mountain.
Okay.
Now, what this means is that I hope you packed your luggage.
I mean, yeah, she packed it, hoping for a washing machine or something.
All right. So it's like flump, 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 zip, and in you go. Done.
Yeah.
Now, however, if you have any personal items in there, like shampoo, toothbrushes, and things like that, this is going to be a very bumpy road. And we're going to talk about a very bumpy road. You know how it is in a bus, where the further back you sit, the more leverage there is to throw you around?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that could be quite bad.
Come on, we can't delay.
Now then, we're going to roll the skill Hardness.
Hardness?
Hardness. If you do not have it chosen in a particular spot, we will do so now, because this may be the first time you've encountered hardness, and I see on your character sheet, Raizo, you do not, and on your character sheet, Abyss, you also do not have hardness. So I'll start with you this time, Abyss. Where would you like to put hardness? Now remember, I'll remind you, this is locking the skill into that position. So if you want something else to be there, you have 3 slots before it is completely taken up.
All right. I think I'll put it in loyalty somehow.
Loyalty. Your hardness is a loyalty-based thing. That is great. So you'll roll 1d4 plus 2.
All right.
Wow. That's really good.
Yay.
For some reason. Oh, wait. You rolled... okay. Right. So, you rolled a 5. Oh, wait. That's not really good. That is 1 point shy.
What?
Sorry. You needed a 6. The target number was 6. I have notes here. I could show it to you. Oh, I did show it to you. You have it right there in front of you. So the target number was 6. You rolled a 5, which is 1 point shy. That's not a failure. That's just not great. What this means is that when you get to unpack your luggage, it'll look like it went through and got scrambled. which I think for you, you probably wouldn't notice.
Yeah, I don't think I noticed. I'm just like, whatever.
All right, so Rizo, we're going to do the same for you. How is your luggage packed?
My luggage is packed fairly meticulously.
Fairly, huh? All right.
Yeah.
And where would you like to put hardness?
I think I'd also like to put it in loyalty.
Okay. Loyalty it is. Hardness is placed under loyalty and saved. So then, you'll roll 1d4 plus 3.
I have a question. What was the thing that I rolled for Dex for earlier? What was that called again?
You rolled earlier your performance arts to see how well you reacted to the camera.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Kitty Cat Herder asked why there is a bad idea crater. 5 years ago, during the Cybertronian Civil War, some Decepticons decided to make a bomb threat. And in that bomb threat, some people stopped the bomb action and put all the bombs in Bad Idea Crater. Some of them went off. Some of them didn't.
Oh god. Scary.
All right, so now for the audience character. Aiko. Oh, Kitty Cat Herder. There is an audience character. It's not quite yet done on a redeem, but the audience character has a chance to do things and roll. However, right now, there isn't much to do on your side except participate in watching. But I'll ask for more specific things from the audience, and we will get into roles and actions that the character can do for the audience. So hardness is going to be based on dexterity for Aiko. So I'm going to roll for her to see how much like a scrambled egg her luggage turns out to be. I said 63. Oh my goodness. So I rolled a 2. Got the bare minimum of 6. That would be a 1d4 plus 6. Rolled a 2. That's a total of 8. Got the single success. Aiko's luggage does not look like scrambled pantaloons. You ever watched Maggie Polka? You know she wears pantaloons. All right. Now to travel.
Woohoo.
So welcome to the base. We're going to pull up to the base now. I'm going to pull you all to the scene. There will be an ability to pull down pogs and to do things specifically. But this is the L.A.C.E base. It is not fancy. It is 2 hangars and a tarmac, a place to land and other things. So west of the Willard Bay Reservoir, north of Reese, sits Utah Raptorplex and its satellite Bear River Station, which constitutes the first Cybertronian city, Utah Raptorplex, which spans outwards and upwards like a giant metropolitan city, copying the concept of Earth cities but retaining a unique Cybertronian look. Unlike Autobot City, the city first devoted to Autobots, Utah Raptorplex is welcoming to any Cybertronian as neutral ground, a policy causing unrest since its arrival in the distant future of 2010. Multiple factions have converged on its sudden appearance, each with their own grievance and agendas. A treaty between Earth's governing bodies and the ruling Cybertronians, the Autobots, states no policing or military action may take place in Cybertronian-sanctioned territory. The faction, G.I. Joe, often patrols the outskirts of the city and will actively engage Cybertronians that leave the city. The resulting skirmishes often negatively affect the residents of the surrounding suburbs of Ogden. L.A.C.E represents the people of Ogden and surrounding suburbs supported by the governing body. L.A.C.E is tasked with protecting the people from the skirmishes and activities emboldened by the Cybertronian city and the factions that would take advantage of it. Your base is at Willard Peak, half underground, half above ground, with a large swath of flattened area for runways and drills. Its position is perfect to see the city of Ogden, Utah Reptorplex, and is not a far cry from Salt Lake City. This prime position lets teams observe the areas for potential action from the nearby Cybertronian, rogue agents, and even react to police actions.
Nice.
The trip to the base will take over half an hour. Half of that will be through the major highways and city roads. The rest of that will be through the mountain paths, making it rough and uncomfortable road trip, throwing you, your luggage, and personal effects. It looks like we have 2 passengers with broken luggage items. When you arrive, there will be one of 2 vehicles traveling the tarmac as all the attention is focused on a mountain insert hangar where the L.A.C.E suit is sitting. That will be... I don't think I have a pointer here. Do I have a pointer? Raise my hand. That's a function. Journal notes. Drawing tools. Cool. Yes, that. That's the L.A.C.E hangar. And zoom in. Whoop. See, it says L.A.C.E on it. That's where your suits are. The bus will slowly travel to the hangar and come to a full stop in front of the designated area where each unit is being post-travel inspected. And that is right in front of the hangar. There are other vehicles around there, especially unloading. All passengers, all 3 of you, will see the mayor of Ogden and Salt Lake City walk to the bus at an enthusiastic pace. Their stride is hastened as they attempt to keep up with the energetic, short base commander, your boss. You are prompted to exit the vehicle. Roger, not my real name, opens the door.
I exit the vehicle. Oh wait, I didn't mean to raise my hand. I thought that was.
That's fine. There's a bunch of toys we're playing around with. Luckily, we have Discord chat and we can hear each other just fine.
Yeah, that's a great point. I exit the vehicle and I do my best idle smile at the approaching people.
The approaching people. Rizo?
I skip out of the bus and give a 2-handed wave at Roger, not my real name, as I pass by him.
Hi! Bye! Roger, not my real name, is being his best. Not Roger, not my real name, because Roger, not my real name may be replaced by another body who is also Roger, not my real name. So, as the 3 of you get out, Aiko, of course, going last, settles herself behind the 2 of you. As one is too dense to understand the gravity of the situation, and the other one too excited to see anything else but attention. The base commander approaches with the mayors in tow. She says, "Greeting, pilots. I am codenamed Tiger Mom. You have been stationed at this base to assist the community in protecting itself from known aggressors. I expect you to assist the mayor of each neighboring town with identified threats and take action to secure the safety of people and property. At this moment, you have graduated from cadets to full-fledged pilots. Your suits have been checked and are ready for engagements. You're aware of your duties, and I expect you to succeed." With that, a flurry of individuals come forth. And if you'd like a quick description of Tiger Mom, she is a short Irish woman with flowing red hair. Her jacket sits on top of her shoulders. Her arms are not through the sleeves. It is cold here, but this doesn't seem cold to her. She knows where she's from. She is a loud, short thing.
Awesome. I think codename Tiger Mom reminds Jazz of her own family.
So the base commander points at your support commander, Rizo. Do you have a team name for your support commander and following subordinates?
Oh, I don't.
Would you like to roll a d12?
Yeah.
An 8. Well, the suggestion is that you're named after predatory animals.
I should also roll a d12 because I
Go
did
for it.
not think of that.
A 4. Thematic bird names.
Magic bird names.
Yeah. Pick a name for yourself and your support commander. Write it on your character sheet.
For my support commander.
You actually know who these people are. You have worked with them before, specifically because you trained with them and you all trained up at building your battle suit.
Ah. So I know their name. So we know each. So we know each other. The players just don't know them.
Right. And for
Um,
Aiko, it's famous cities. I'm going to call her Paris.
So bird. Let's go with. You know what? I'll stick to my slight to Mega Man and theme. I think that with calling Jazz, I think I'll go with my support her to commander being named with my support commander being named Beat, like the bird from Mega Man.
Ah, Beat. That's fine. And what do they call you?
I mean, probably just Jazz. Like her full name's Jasmine, and but to like, I would imagine she would just but I imagine that like Jazz works fine as like an idol name.
Does. All right. And Rizo?
Complicated.
Let's see. Predatory animal.
Mantis shrimp.
the scariest of all shrimp. Think for for my support commander, I'll go Falcon.
Falcon Punch.
And for myself, I'll go Merlin.
Hold on.
All right, so if you'd like to, you can add that to your team names journal entry. And the names are simple enough. The whole point is that these are your code names. And code names are important because you don't want your real names to be spoken over open comms. Especially to the media, to the mayor, and everybody else here, which is pretty much a public event. There is media here. You do see them behind everybody else. When I say that there's a cacophony of people, there's a cacophony of people behind each support commander you have. There's a cacophony of people behind the base commander. There's a cacophony of people behind the mayors. And there's more. You realize that the volume of people here constitutes a very large meeting of all kinds of different interests. From city, government, corporations, people, media, Cybertronian, and yourself.
What did I miss?
Well, I don't know. What did you miss?
Uh,
Where did you leave off? What was the last thing? That's the last thing they said. I realize I asked that question. It's like phrasing it in a way that means, well, you should know what you missed.
yeah. We had just both named our commanders.
I was describing the amount of people that are here. There's a lot. your support commander is here, the base commander, which is ahead of the whole thing. The support commanders, which you are in charge of. Yes, you give orders to your support commanders.
Oh.
They work under you. The support commanders have a lot of people that work under them. That is your team. You're in charge of them. You grew your suit with them. They came from the training facility with you. And their job is to keep your suit in working order. That's all they do. Your job is to be media presence, the idol, and the combatant. So, all right, you're going to get a base tour. The Willard Peak base is host of L.A.C.E Division WPUT 11-92MG plus 59, simplified as L.A.C.E, Utah, as the only L.A.C.E base in the state. The military naming convention is not imaginative, and it takes a lot for your base to get a unique code name that is recognized by the command structure. Often this is adopted from what the media calls you. Today, you're just L.A.C.E, Utah.
Hopefully one day we'll get ourselves something more fun.
L.A.C.E badass. L.A.C.E awesome pants. All right. So here, in this L.A.C.E facility hangar, stop that. Can I? What does this do? This is measurement, tile controls, draw ring, draw polygon. There we go. Oh, wait, no, I just want lines. Stop that. Stop that. No. Ah. Huh. Well, I ruined that, didn't I? Yes, delete them all. I did it! I made an arrow. This is the main L.A.C.E hangar. To give you a size comparison, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to select this thing. Is this a selectable thing? Can I select it? How do I select it? I made it. Oh, geez. My first time using this program. How does... Ah, shoot. Okay. So I want you to imagine one of those tiles in front of the L.A.C.E hangar.
I'm imagining the little plane right there, her overlaid on one of the tiles.
So it's about 200 meters at the distance between the two runways. So one of those, if I were to do a quick measurement, is about 10 meters-ish, is it? Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. One of those tiles is probably 25 by 25 meters. Pretty big. So you're a little dot on this map. You're not big. The bus doesn't even take up one of those tiles.
Oh god, that's okay. I understand now. It's big.
Yeah. Your bus is probably half a tile. So you're little bitty dots.
All right.
All right. So you get taken into the L.A.C.E main hangar. So you can imagine the command center at NASA. Big screen showing camera angles from the drones that are around each L.A.C.E suit, cameras focusing on the face of the pilot, well, you're not suited up yet, and a helmet cam looking where you look. A desk with 3 technicians for each pilot operates the live stream and chat for individual pilots with a director overseeing the operations.
Oh my god, we have a live stream chat.
Support commanders oversee a section of specialists monitoring the health, the operational condition of the suit, and one for each major upgrade. Your upgrades have command specialists.
Cool.
Bravado levels are also heavily monitored, and in proper dramatic fashion, a technician will tell a support commander when things go wrong. Overseeing all of this is the base commander. Often the base commander makes certain support commanders coordinate properly, give aid, and direct their focus when needed. The base commander directly oversees the enemy observation and tactical assessment Team EOTAT. EOTAT information comes directly from the base commander as if an opportunity presents itself, they will tell the support commander teams. Ergo, it gets down to you eventually. Most of the gathered information from EOTAT, yes, EOATAT, EOTAT, comes from successful support team tasks. The dramatic display of cause and effect happenstance does not cost an action by you, but at the start of each game session, we'll go through what each actor, or you or the actors, go through each action that your support commanders will take.
All right.
Yeah. So you will engage a support commander with a task. This task will be concluded, and the next actor, one of you, gets to complete their task. These tasks are outlined in the other document. I don't know if I gave it to you, Gray, but I know I gave it to you, Rizo. And I'm going to open it up real quick on screen. What a big document. Here are the various support team tasks. Alterations. You can replace one weapon or utility upgrade with another one. Construction. Randomly roll on the upgrade list to make an upgrade that you can eventually spend XP on. Drills. On a 1 or a 2, receive a trigger. Triggers can make tasks easier. Triggers are found clues, things you find on the battlefield, intel. Event program. An event program is created that puts you in the public eye, netting you more bravado. A public favor. A 1 or a 2, the next 2. Okay, so a public favor make another task easier to do. So if Rizo goes and does a public favor, it'll make your task, Abyss, easier to perform.
Nice.
Refining. So when you refine, you want to improve the quality of your suit. Right now, you're locked at mechanical quality level. Refining can get you to a higher level, which means that your upgrades give +2 bonus. Get up to a maximum +4. Repairing. If your suit takes damage, you're going to need it repaired. Reverse engineering. If you pick up Cybertronian artifacts, upgrades, or anything, a dead body, you can reverse engineer the equipment they have and incorporate it into your systems. Self-care. Mini vacations. Yeah, you can get bravado in exchange for triggers. Yes, have your beach episode. Street search. Find information about a specific subject. This will be great if I give you a mission parameter and you want to know more about it. Spying. Once you know more about it, you can spy on the individual to make their job of defending themselves against you harder. Or training. Training is training. Yay, beach episode. Yay! So those are the things that you can do. I will make sure you both have a copy of this document. Rizo, verify for me, do you have a copy of that document?
I do.
Okay, then I am just going to give it to the Abyssal.
All right. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. Back to the other one. No, not this one. This one. Okay. So, where was I? Most of the gathered information from EOTAT comes from successful support team tasks that we just went through. These tasks are outlined. Yes, we got that. After support team task, each actor will be able to RP their character tasks. So after you do a support team task, you have the chance to have a slice of life moment to do whatever you want. That's the second part of the game. Since I'm going to already know what your task is, or what your bad guy of the show is, I'm going to interrupt one of your tasks, or I'm not. So one of you may not finish their tasks. So order is important. Some of you will not finish your tasks when the mission happens because you'll be in your hazard suit, because hazards always happen in your hazard suit. So while you do your mull about the base or town, you'll be called back in, suited up, and sent off as the actual engagement. So, the base commander, Tiger Mom, she does not talk about herself. She'll remind you that she is an experienced pilot. You may research her, but right now, some basic surface level Googling will let you know that she was the only surviving member of the original team, the Zodiac Strikers, codenamed Tiger, stationed in Japan. She has the experience to operate any of the suits and will do so if needed, but not willingly. She does not express it outwardly, but she hides the love she feels for her pilots. This is her character bio. She cared for her teammates and was given the moniker of Squad Mom and carries the title proudly with each new station. She pushes each pilot to do better and does give loving words of wisdom, but do not get cute with her and mouth off. She carries a riding crop and has no problem giving you a good whip to the thigh, hand, or the back of the head.
Jeez.
She will hold each pilot in great esteem and will blindly defend them without question, defaulting to the concept that under her leadership the girls can do no harm. Any failure on the pilot's part will be responded with disciplinary action, as it is an internal matter. The UN Council and Japanese L.A.C.E authority does not need to be bothered with the trivialities of day-to-day operations and corrections. That is Tiger Mom. You get your tour of the base. Now, Hangar A is empty. This is where we get into the base building.
Ooh.
If you look at that L.A.C.E 2 Welcome to Augment document, page 5, guess how many points you got?
Great question. It's a
So-
roll in the work.
Every 20 experience, you get a base advancement. You guys are at 50 experience. You have 2 base advancements to get. Now, that means that each one of you get to roll a d12.
All right.
Give me 1 second. Just need to take care of my dog for 1 second.
Good dog. A 4. All right. So this base advancement, they're so popular to have you here. You get the Crime Watch. An Ogden City Service Committee has enacted an anti-criminal watch where citizens and surveillance systems are used to watch activities. You get, both of you get, because of this, +1 to initiative for all pilots.
All right.
Now that's great. Basically, what this is that the L.A.C.E base and its popularity, because the citizens wanted this as a way to protect themselves from the Cybertronian menace. They have this now, and they're very happy because it's going to give you a chance to get the city rallied behind you. And in the rallying, they're going to do the Crime Watch. Your good old-fashioned grandma on a porch watching what's going on to kids seeing what they saw in an alleyway. The result, +1 to initiative. So, on your character sheets.
Where is initiative located?
It's just 1d10. There is nothing else for initiative. It's just 1d10. Under base accessories, I'm doing this for my copy on you. It's Crime Watch. +1 to initiative. Which is great, Biss, because now you have a total of +3 to initiative.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make the same note on Rise. So make sure you make that note on your character. You do not want to lose that. And I'll make it on the audience's character. My cat's going
Another base
nuts.
accessory?
Yep. Okay. So, Arizo, you rolled a 2. Let's go over what your random base accessory is. It is a goddamn parade.
Perfect.
Yes. The pilots and support teams are given a full parade through the town. What this does is it refills your bravado to the maximum value. This effect can be held on to and used in the future if you do not use it now. So, would you like to know how much bravado you have right now?
Yeah.
I opened up the wrong document. Okay, scroll for 10 years, get to the bottom. It's only 15 pages, it's not that hard. Okay, bravado. How much bravado do you have? What is your performance arts? The skill. That's how much bravado you have right now. How much bravado can you hold? What stat do you have attached to bravado? So for Aiko, her performance arts is 1. It's 1 dot, it's D6. That means she has 1 bravado right now. Stat that's attached to is expression, which means that she can have no more than 3 points of bravado. So, I will go to Abyss's character sheet. Where is your performance arts? It is under dexterity. You have a 0 in it, so you have no bravado now. None. You have a dexterity of 6, which means that you can have up to 6 points of bravado.
So that's the stores, right?
Yep.
All right.
So do you want to have the parade right now and get your bravado to max?
I'll figure something else out.
So no. Okay, your bravado is 0 currently. You may hold on to that effect and claim it later. Raizo, are you agreeing with this?
Yeah, sounds right.
Okay. So, your performance arts is under processing, which means that you can have 5 points as your max. Your stores is 5. And since you have no dots in bravado or performance arts, you start off with 0. All right. Didn't both of you? No, Raizo had spent all of his, and Abyss, you have 4 XP unspent. Okay. Adjusting in my seat. All right, moving on. So, the parade is there. It's ready for you. The citizens would love to be introduced to you. Putting you in their eyes would be beneficial. Now, it's fine. You don't have to worry too much about it. You actually had a really good media experience earlier. No need to have a parade right now. Some of us are actually shy. All right, so not only do you have that base accessory, you have base building accessories. You get to choose, and I want you to go up and down that list. It's on page 7. Base building accessories, you have 25 points to start off with. You spend 1 point, you get 2 XP for upgrades. If you want to buy an upgrade for your base, that becomes equipment. You could buy guns. You could buy anti-aircraft things. You could buy all kinds of things. If you go through that list, each thing in here is designed to help you primarily with tasks. Some of them would actually help you with initiative because getting to the scene, you're always going to be late. How you get to the scene is going to make you get there less late.
Yeah.
So you have 25 points, and this is part of the base tour. They're going to show you what they've invested in the base to keep it defended, to keep it in line, to keep you girls doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. We could choose them now. You could choose them later, and we can move on.
So you said page 7. There's
Yeah, it's the document titled "Welcome to Ogden."
Oh, that's why.
I got a lot of documents.
You do have a lot of documents. So how many points?
25.
25. Well, so 2 XP for upgrades. I think that's probably a good investment. It's just 1 point after all.
Well, once you have 2 XP for upgrades, that means the only thing you can get is a basic upgrade. You have to do it several times if you want to get more of those upgrades. Remember those things that we rolled for?
Oh, never mind.
And you are locked in the in the upgrade tree. You do not have a lot of upgrades that you have access to. So if you see one upgrade on your character sheet that you want for the base, yeah, you can get it for the base.
mhm.
But L.A.C.E institutions are very secretive about their upgrades. It's not a free list for everybody to peruse.
Yeah.
I'm kind of eyeing the interviewers lounge
Same. Viewers
and
Lounge.
modified Osprey.
Oh my, that's 7 total points. Write that on your character sheet. Both of you would. Interviewers Lounge and Modified Osprey.
So it's a point pool.
Yes.
All right.
You don't get 25 points each.
I was like, hey, 25 points. That seems like a lot, but okay.
Nope, it's 25 points for the both of you to spend it on what you want. But yes, Modified Osprey will transport the pilots into battle in vectored propulsion vehicles that can be landed in the streets instead of using the much maligned rocket gliders. Yes, the default mechanic to launch you into battle is a rocket glider.
Nice.
Strap a rocket to your suit and launch you into the air. Bye-bye! So, you increase initiative by +1. Again, that occupies a full hangar. The whole thing. So, that is
Where's
hangar A.
then?
Hmm?
So where's Interviewers Lounge then?
Interviewers Lounge, since it is not in alphabetical order, it's the second one on there. Interviewers Lounge is designed for guests. It's the second one on the list. It's designed for guests and media groups, a lounge set up as a primary meeting area for the pilots to participate in interviews, commercials, and other social boosting activities.
It doesn't say where.
Hmm?
But I was like asking where it is.
Page
Not
7. Second one on the base
does it
building
go in the-
accessories.
where
Does it go in the
the
hangar as well?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what you mean by where. Ha ha. Slow. Me slow. So it's kind of a nebulous thing. It can go into hangar, the L.A.C.E hangar or hangar A. It doesn't take up as much as a hangar, so it doesn't need to have a defined spot. There are
Mhm.
offices in those hangars, so it's just somewhere in there. It's just in one of the office spaces.
in an office. Okay.
Yeah. So not everything takes up space in a hangar.
All right. What else? What else?
Since you have already filled up hangar A, it is time for hangar B.
Yes.
To buy another hangar is 8 points.
All right. Do you want to get another hanger? Oh,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
all right. Let's get another hanger.
All right, we're at 15 points now, aren't we? 10 points left. 10 points. The most expensive thing on there is top secret research facility. Troves of construction upgrades, advanced scientific research facilities, mad scientists, and other wacky members. Or if you don't want to do that, you could do something else. The underground network. It occupies half a hangar. Either street search tasks results are easier. And rolling low on those tasks is the idea. You can also get a full gym. That's for you. Abyss, go get them gains.
I have been eyeing the gym as like a character thing, but like, okay, what else is useful though?
Repair bay.
Yeah, she probably would be interested in a repair bay. What do you think?
Yeah, I like repairs.
Now you could do repairs without the repair bay. The repair bay makes it easier to do repairs.
Yeah, you want the health thing to be as easy as possible.
Some of you are a little glass cannonish.
Yeah.
All right.
As in both of us.
So repair bay and a full gym, that would put you at your 25 points. So make sure you have those all laid out. Extra hangar, interviewer's lounge, full gym, modified osprey, was it?
Yeah.
And an extra hangar. I said that before, right? Did I get everything or did I miss something? I think I missed something. Interviewer's lounge.
Full gym is also a half base. I think.
Yes. Full gym is a half hangar, which means you have another half hangar to go.
No, the repair bay is also a half hangar.
Oh. Yes, I'm not reading. It's okay. I mean, I wrote this. You'd think I'd have it all done properly without question, right? All right, so just as a reminder, tasks can be done without these accessories. These accessories make it easier.
Okay.
All right, so we have 3 hangars on base now. Congratulations. Your base is expanding already. We're going to call that that hangar area that doesn't have the Osprey. I guess we can call it Underground L.A.C.E base.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now then, when deploying from the base, I will roll a d10 as a negative to your initiative. A full negative. You will all have negatives to your initiative, and then you have pluses to initiative, and you fight what I give you as a negative. Eventually, you'll be able to overcome that and dominate the scene by getting there so quick. There are actually teleportation upgrades. There are Cybertronians you can get. You can become transforming model girls.
Nice.
You look at your 20 XP base advancements. There is some really weird shit in there. And it really changes the dynamic of the game. I'll be honest with you, you did kind of get the simple stuff. But that's fine. It's okay.
Wait. We only had up to 10
10 what?
on our options.
Right. That's how much points they cost.
Oh, okay.
All right, so everyone gets the tour of the base. You walk around. This is half a kilometer from end to end. Everybody is tired of walking. Tiger Mom doesn't give a shit.
Of course she doesn't give a shit. She's Tiger Mom.
These media personnel and their mamby-pamby weak legs, they need to keep up. These bureaucrats and their desk-sitting superpowers, they need to keep up. You two are expected to keep up.
Yes, I imagine that. I imagine that I'm keeping up fine. And how's Charlotte doing with her short legs?
There is no endurance in game. This is literally taken on by your role-playing decision making.
Yeah, Charlotte would just be too excited to even care at the moment.
So just running off of that adrenaline.
Yeah.
Just hopping along, bouncing merrily, and the clunk, clunk, clunk of Ico trailing everybody. Like, you just know what boots sound like on cement, but you make those boots weigh 500 pounds each. Sounds like a car with feet. All right.
I put a little thingy in the tabletop RPG thing.
I will give you a link to the Discord channel I use for tabletops.
Oh, okay.
And that's where we primarily do early stuff.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this is the interview. You have an interviewer's lounge. Screen wipe from everyone walking around the base, being shown all the neat stuff. Camera angle, screen change, all at the same front of the base, pointing at different mechanical awesomeness. We have an Osprey, says Tiger Mom. And then it goes to the interviewer's lounge. Tiger Mom goes and does some base building crap. She points you to the interviewer's lounge and says, "You're going to have an interviewer now. You're going to have an interview now. Go sit down and get prepared."
Yes, ma'am.
So you go into your interviewer's lounge, which you actually purchased for this purpose, instead of it just being on the tarmac, which some
Yeah.
people would probably prefer. But imagine this is an interviewer's lounge that is set up with cool science bullshit.
Yeah, and
You
also,
have a giant media wall. You can make a picture of something behind yourself. Oh, I'm going to choose explosion. No laser raptors. You know, do what you want. So, set up your room. Tell me how you set up your room. Start with you, Abyss.
Oh goodness. Well, I'm not sure that I'm the best one. That Jazz is the best one to start with because.
Oh no, it's perfect.
Things
She's
simple.
dense. This is great. What do you do? A rock. Okay. It's a big rock.
She probably she probably sets like a neutral pattern on the like back media wall.
Is she from Wisconsin and just chooses the red plaid pattern?
Oh my god. Great question. I don't know anything about Wisconsin.
Great, neither do I. I just like to see the jokes on the line.
Awesome. I feel like she probably goes with like a low contrast dog tooth pattern.
Okay.
She probably are all like the lights and mics set up and all that stuff already?
Yes. It's
Okay,
an interviewer's lounge.
In that case, she's like, okay, yeah, it's fine.
It's like, what pattern are you going to choose? That one. No worries. And Rizo, how is your room set up?
So lay out kind of like a vision board of this is Charlotte's idea of the ultimate L.A.C.E pilot and what her story is as a predatory bird, and then lots of like neon colored like clip art, kind of like decoupaged over the top.
Okay. Holograms are a thing too, so don't worry. You can get shitty crazy. All right. So, with Rizo's Retrowave and Abyss's very plain Jane, you get the interviewer. And of course, a camera person, and an interviewee pops in, and the interviewee sits down, has a pad and paper, flips a couple of pages back and forth, stares you square in the eye, asks their first question. I'll ask you each one question at a time, but I'll ask you each 3 questions. So, each of you roll 3d12.
Okie dokie.
Oof, dice are just thrown across the table. All right, hopefully there's no repeats. If there's a repeat, I'll just have you roll a single dice. We'll get through that. No repeats. Hey, that's pretty easy. Question 12.
Oh, God.
Starting with Gray Abyss.
Uh-huh.
Or just Abyss. The interviewer looks over the top of their glasses at you, looks at the documents that they have in front of them. You see newspaper clips just flopping about in their document. They look at you and they smile.
I smile back.
Take their glasses off and they say, given Reese City has aligned with the Cybertronians, it has become a haven for illicit activities. Do you feel that they should be pushed back into Utah Raptorplex with force?
Oh, God. What the fuck, dude?
You didn't expect that, did you?
No.
They wait for a serious answer.
I'll be honest. I'm in our training, would we have been trained for this sort of stuff, or would we have just been expected to be like idols?
You're
fluff?
expected to be idols. You are no. I'm sorry. I
to-
understand the nature of your question. You're expected to function as idols, as the force that solves problems. You're a problem solver. You're going to go out there and you're going to punch Cybertronians and other factions, but still.
Okay. Out of character. What was the question again?
I'll ask it again. Given Reese has aligned with the Cybertronians, it has become a haven for illicit activities. Do you feel that they should be pushed back into Utah Raptorplex with force? If that's your answer, that's great too.
I think that's her answer. I think she's like, what?
What?
I wasn't expecting getting asked a serious question. I was expecting being
those questions are in there too.
Awesome.
There are hardball questions in there as well.
Yeah, like that.
So you're just like deer in the headlights. Like what?
I was not expecting that.
Okay, so camera switches scenes right to Raizo. Given Diaclone's popularity, do you think your lace armor can defend against a rogue Diaclone unit? Have you witnessed the Takaran fighting arena? That was the question.
I take a moment to just shut my eyes and put out the biggest smile that I could possibly muster on my face and just say, yes.
Yeah.
No elaboration. I love that.
Camera pans.
Jazz would be proud.
Funny thing for you, Abyss, Jazz got the exact same question.
I think she would have been much more relieved about that sort of question and not like a politics question, and would have just been like, oh, yes, of course.
Sure.
Totally.
Camera pans to Raizo. Given that the pilot program has many successes to it, there is a great deal of mystery surrounding the technical workings of the suit. Have you or anyone you know ever been injured by the suit? Killed, maybe?
Out of character, do I know of any like tragedies?
That is the big dark secret of Lace battlesuits. There have been deaths, but they get swept under the carpet so fast. I mean, these are young girls. You got to imagine you're idols. You're right out of high school age group, barely 18, maybe 19. Imagine sending a young person like that to war and them dying in a big dramatic display of power and advancement. Death is a huge controversy.
So I flash some sad puppy dog eyes towards the camera and announce, some bad things have happened, but we're past that now. Big smile.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Back to the deer in the headlights, known as the Abyss. Person takes their pen out of their mouth. Are you in favor of the closed borders between Utah Raptorplex and the surrounding suburbs? Follow up. Do you think the border should be actively patrolled with the resources from your facility?
Oh God. She's like, what the? Why am I getting these questions? What? How would she answer? That's a great question.
It's your character. You're the actor.
I'm the actor, but
hey, look, there's a thing in there saying "line please," where you can poll us if you want help with what you should say. So that is fine to ask. I'm just letting you know it is perfectly acceptable to ask. I don't know what I would say. And to answer the question, you've never been here before.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great point. I was be like, I've never been here before. I don't. Why would I know the answer to that?
So they haven't briefed you, huh? Okay. Scribbles down. Last question.
I get more deer in headlights. Like, oh god.
I'm failing this interview.
Yeah.
Okay. Rizo. Your last question. Many celebrities have encountered problems outside of their base because of the accompanying popularity. Do you know of anyone that has become a victim to a stalker? Follow-up. What safety measures does this base provide if you are targeted by one?
I kind of lower my smile just a little bit to seem a bit more vulnerable. And with as much candor as I can muster, I say, some fans just care too much. But we love them anyway.
Oh
That's
my.
right. That's new.
Okay. There is a slight chance that your answers will net sympathy with your audience. So, I want you to roll your performance arts each 3 times. We're going to see if any one of these questions did anything good for you.
So, so for me that would be D4 plus 6 3 times, right?
Right.
Sorry, how many times?
3 times.
Oh god. One.
Well, okay, so one was 5, the other one was 8. Oh, you get to roll 1d4 plus 8.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was looking at it. Yeah, you get to roll 1d4 plus 8. Sorry. I was talking to the right person. 9. Target number is 10, I'm sorry to say. That's fine.
Oh.
The 2 and a... Ooh, wow. So you get to roll the 2d4s that rolled a 4 again. Those are explosions. So you will roll 1d4 plus 5 twice.
I'm doing a horrible job at this interview.
you didn't do great.
Yeah.
1d4 plus 9, Rizo, twice. Well, there's a 1 in there. 1 and a 2. Well, believe it or not, both of those, your answers were amazing.
God damn it.
The audience loved you. You've never heard this ping in your ear. Search results for your name have gone up. Search results for your name have gone up. I mean, it's literally your support commander. You're like, wait a minute, where's my support commander this entire time? Oh yeah, they're constantly watching you. Always. This interview has netted a growth bravado performance. We see the audience's interactions with this. You have netted positive gain. It's your support commander just telling you out of nowhere. Almost startling you. But yes, get 2 bravado right now. So on your character sheet, that'll be the second page, base components, where you're writing down all the other stuff. Your bravado stores, you now have 2 points remaining.
Out of 5 maximum, right?
Out of 6 maximum. Oh, I'm sorry, out of 5 maximum. How did I go to Abyss's character sheet? What are you doing to me, Abyss?
I'm cursing you.
Yeah, doing great.
Curses.
Ooh, I'm cursed. Ooh. Okay. Now then, there is a chance during encounters that you can get more bravado. Remember that bravado TN is when you are engaged in a battle and you say, for an action, I am going to get bravado. You spend that action, you roll versus your bravado TN, and you see if you get bravado. So you can do it during an engagement. Costs an action and a roll. If successful, You get a bravado because you posed dramatically. That's a thing.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see here. Where was I? Yes. Now you get one chance to sell yourself to the audience. Interviews look at each of you, and I'll start with you again, Abyss. So, tell us about you. What would you like to say to your audience? Do you have any messages to your fans?
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. I look forward to helping protect the citizens of the surrounding areas. Nice, simple, to the point, and an attempt to recover after.
The best answer you've given all interview.
Yeah.
All right. Same question to you, Rizo.
Now that me and my partners have arrived here in Ogden, we are going to go out, meet the Cybertronians, and see what we can do to smooth this situation over.
Okay. Your interviewers shake your hands. Thank you for the time. They give you their business cards. It'll be on the news, probably in an hour.
Once the cameras are off, as they leave, I probably give them a stink eye behind their back.
Stare. Support commander in both of your ears, report to the hangar immediately.
Oh God. Right. I probably don't go there quite immediately. I probably swing by the bathroom first, splash some water on my face.
Like, that was stressful. Oh my God.
Yeah. Like I don't think I was prepared for this. I thought interviews were supposed to be scripted affairs. What the fuck?
Here's your questions. Here's your answers. All right.
But then after that, I immediately go to the hangar.
All right, good. So with a slight delay. All right. Zooming out a little bit. With the media, mayors, support commanders, base commanders, and other entities present, it's time to show what you can do. Tiger Mom motions to a large shielded set of mobile bleachers with lights and monitors. None of my girls have been told what the next event is. This will be a live test, so you can see what their abilities are. Please proceed to the observation platform as the event will take place on the tarmac.
I have another deer in headlights look. Like,
oh, shit.
Again?
You weren't expecting this, I know, but this is when the training kicks in. The alarms buzz, and everyone gets up and rushes into position. Everyone goes to the hangar where the L.A.C.E battle suits wait. Support teams already setting up the suits, releasing them from the charging cables and safeties, causing a pressurized cloud to rush from under the units. Manual pilot loading, the classic way to board a suit, and a common trope amongst L.A.C.E aficionados, is exactly what it sounds like. The suit opens up like a clamshell or segmented apparatus, and the pilots place all appendages in the receptacles. To protect the L.A.C.E pilots, there is a safety procedure for each piece and joint lock, so there is nothing broken during the loading sequence, including your arms and toes. With the pilot in place, the support team uses pneumatic drivers to secure the safety bolts, locking each of you into your mechanical coffin.
Don't describe it like that.
Then the lights turn on. Displays activate. Suddenly, you're watching Iron Man 1. A cacophony of chatter from the support team fills the ears of you, each of your ears. Visual inputs become live, conveying the status of your suit. The pilots check in.
I will note I do have to leave at 6, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. We can go as far as you can go.
Okay.
There is no pressure for anything. 6 is the cutoff time I was expecting. And I'm fine with that. All right. Typically, you would say your handle confirming green system is live.
Okay.
as you would run through your checklists. Everything is green. Everything is fine with your suit. So if you would please, Rizo, say your pilot's handle, confirming green. System is live, and any variation you would like.
Merlin, confirming system is green, going live.
Awesome. Your turn, Abyss.
System's green, going live.
Oh, you're supposed to say your handle.
Oh. Jet has going live.
Yes. Good. Acknowledge this is your support commander. The mission is as follows. Now your support commander is going to relay this information. What exactly is about to happen? Give me my mouse, computer.
Do you think this would be a good place to stop? Because I don't want us to be in like the middle of like.
We'll set up first, and then we'll stop. Okay. So I'm not worried at stopping any time.
Okay.
So there's going to be a little bit of build up for this, and then we can go back over it later. I'm going to roll a d6. I get to roll dice.
Oh, you get to roll dice.
That's a 5. What happens? Thanks, Rizo. The best redeem ever, right? So, a bunch of rubble is carted in. A building has collapsed. Well, it looks like it collapsed. There are several drones trapped in various states of duress. You'll be expected to rescue these drones. There's a chance the drones go inactive, simulating a death. I got a target number for you, and the goal is to rescue all drones.
Okay.
So, now I'm going to be cute, and I'm going to roll the twist.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
The opponents are being controlled by an experienced commander. Each one will spend an action toughening the position and making it harder for you.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Is Tiger Mom sabotaging us?
Yes, technically. Now, believe it or not, this is just a simple roll from you. We don't have to stop here, Abyss, unless you want some time before 6 o'clock.
I probably should to have some time before 6 o'clock, because otherwise we'll probably be cutting it close since we're supposed to leave at 6.
Oh, okay. Then we will go ahead and cut it here. We will cut it here with each of you looking over, side-eyeing this building that has partially collapsed, and you get the announcement, and all of a sudden on your radar, blip, 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 a bunch of people saying, citizen in duress. So I will roll. Gotta scroll back up. 1d6 plus 6. Oof. There are 10 people under the rubble.
Oof.
Every single is it action around? Every round, once a round, I roll a d6. If I roll a 1 on that d6, a drone has died.
Oh no.
Your goal is to rescue them as quickly as possible. It is possible to do it in one action. The target number to remove them from the rubble, unfortunately, has been increased because someone's a dick to a 7. Target number is 7. Look at your character sheet real quick, and we'll go over it real quick. How would you rescue someone quickly with a target number of 7?
Probably dexterity, honestly. Like, less brute strength and more like trying to carefully get someone out.
Yeah, as quickly as possible. What skill would you place under dexterity to do that?
What's... Huh? Like, the so so I'm putting a skill under dexterity for that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would probably go with control.
Control, deciding how others act.
Oh, that's deciding how others act?
Well, when you read the description under a skill that you choose, that skill list that I gave you, oops, wrong button.
Ah, yes.
Control is acting to decide how others act.
Okay.
So you can look at other things. Handling is to control other devices or transformations. So
Mhm.
handling you could use if you wanted to pilot a giant crane to remove the rubble or a machine that will probably be nearby. This is a standard base. There are devices and machines around here.
Mhm.
We've got investigation. We've got tactics. We've got sciences. You've got all of those skills at your arsenal. You could choose
Actually,
one.
you know, it'd be a good idea
Mhm,
and would make sense.
mhm.
Probably athletics.
That's good. Acting against the environment. Yes. That's literally just digging in.
Yeah.
Hey, wow, look at that, a 9. That's one person you just rescued.
Yippee!
Yeah. So you have two. We're going this as an example of the system. This is not official anything. This is just an
Okay.
example. So you have two actions. With your second action, what would you like to do? You can
Oh.
literally plan for the next stage. And some of these skills will give you the chance to build upon it by giving you advantages. You can take a base component to your aid. There's a fire truck here. There are moving vehicles. There are ambulatory services here. This is a full-fledged base. It is a miniature city.
Oh
So,
wait, I have a reclamation drone. No, actually,
yeah, there you go.
I don't trust the reclamation drones to do it gently enough.
Right. So what's the command that you would give your reclamation drones?
So 2 words, right?
Yep.
Careful retrieval.
Careful retrieval. Okay. Um. Okay, let's see if they can actually retrieve the people. Or pilot roll D4, loose commands, D12 for unrelated commands. On a 1, the item is found, creating a bonus. Okay. Oh! Unfortunately, you gave good information. They're just not going to be able to retrieve that stuff without help.
Without help, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be helping next turn.
Right. But you also have the ability to calm them down. Remember, you have bunny ears. And to give you a narrative example, crowd control, calming the people down. This would put the audience at ease, and controlling the situation with etiquette.
Huh.
So you can quite literally say, I'm going to use my bunny ears on a intelligence etiquette roll. You get +1 to it. And
Okay.
I am going to get the drone's attention or get the audience attention and calm and make sure they remain calm.
Oh, okay. I mean, I used up my turn though, didn't I?
You get 2 actions. These
Ooh,
are all examples. These are not actually happening right now. We're just going through the possibility of what you can do.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So that you can go take care of your business and we can close at 6.
Okay.
Well, I hope you had a good session and I hope you enjoyed yourself here.
I did. Are we gonna do another one?
We will in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. All right. Cool.
I'm already excited.
All right, so in 2 weeks we're going to do this again.
Sounds good.
And with that, I think we're just going to say good night. And I'm going to go make a sandwich.
Eat well.
Gonna raid anybody?
Oh goodness, rating. Who is on? I don't know how to do this. I'm still new. Why, you're welcome, kitty cat herder. Join us at any time. Okay. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. I do it with the browser, don't I? There's no. Well, shoot, how do you raid? I don't know how to raid.
There is a command from the stream manager, but I believe you can also just do /raid.
Yeah, I just did /raid and it brought up a list. I have to know the channel. And oof. Moist Critical is playing Smash Bros. Doesn't look like anybody else is on, unless you see someone on right now.
Looks like Recrix, Shark Sashimi.
Wait, how come she didn't show up on my list? She is streaming.
Wall is also streaming.
I have no idea.
Bye. Thanks for the game.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, Recrix is streaming with her. I don't know why it didn't show me. Anyway, we're going to go raid Shark Chachimi. Get the shark. And thanks for joining me again today.
This is a blast.
Valid username, Shark Sashimi. All right, there it goes.
Woot.
I did it.
Mission accomplished.
Vision mailed. Okay, right down. There it is. I am no longer streaming, right? Stop recording.